scared of the little dogs than the big ones.
Yeah. You mix a hunting breed with like spawn from Satan and
I
And
had one of those.
it's the same thing as a short girl.
I had a Chihuahua Terrier mix, and let me tell you,
Oh God.
he was always angry, and he one day he actually dug under the fence and went to the back of our house, and the lady had a German Shepherd, and the German Shepherd was scared of him, man. Scared of him. No, I'm
I'm
serious. He was nasty, man. He was nasty.
yeah.
Yeah.
What color was he? Was he like
Actually, he was
black,
like light tan and white.
light tan and white? Oh.
Yeah, yeah. He looked like he looked
Yeah,
more like
oh,
what was that?
I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Okay.
Brasconi, you remember how I told you about the bear, right?
The bear, yeah, that you went to to hug it.
Wait, what?
Did you say you wanted to say hello to it to hug it?
Yeah, because he was cute, but like, I didn't. The big one, his name is Theodore. He
Alright.
scared him off.
Hello, can you guys hear
The
me?
bear was scared of him.
Wow.
Yep.
So welcome everyone to today's game of Dungeons and Dragons. We'll be starting shortly. Thank you for your patience. And we have a new player. It's Sai. Welcome, Sai. And then everyone else, welcome back. Thank you for joining for today's game. Welcome back, Tomiko. Hopefully you can stay for today's game. And then welcome back, Nags, Boomer, and Sorag. Alright, so
Hello.
we've got 5 players and we should be able to hire some retainers. That should be enough. So, for starters, we do have a new player, so I'll introduce the game real quick to our new player, get them situated. This is kind of a reminder for those who um, are not familiar. Um, so anyway, welcome. We're playing old school Dungeons and Dragons. This is a game of role playing and storytelling with dice, pretty much. The whole point is, of course, to get together with your friends and tell stories of fantasy adventure. It's a game of your imagination, right? So it's everything is played through your imagination, um, by telling stories and rolling dice and taking notes and such. But when you play this game, you'll join as a player, and as a player, you'll take on the role of an individual adventuring character on campaign for fame and fortune, right? So you'll join up with a party of adventurers, and you'll go out to hunt monsters, treasure, and bounties for fame and fortune, right? To get rich and famous and such, right? And that's how you're going to tell a story, pretty much. So we tell a story about that. Um, Typically, this will take place in, of course, a place called a dungeon, away into the underworld. So you can get great rewards, but it's at a great risk, of course. Um, this is a world of medieval times, similar to that, but with magic and monsters. So the people are a bit different and have to survive alongside these horrible things, right? Or pow- powerful things, right? So they'll have to learn to survive with it. And one way to get rich and famous is to go out and hunt these monsters down, to acquire magic for yourself. Let's see. So that's the point of the game. To play, it's very simple. So pretty much, you will need a character first of all, and you also need pens on paper. I also recommend a drink, because a lot of talking or discussion, right? Role playing. And then to play it, it's very simple though. The dungeon master will be describing to you what your character experiences, what you can hear and see and such. The situation provide you with opportunity to win the game, to get famous and fortunate, right? Then you as a player will describe what you want to do. Typically, we'll discuss with your party first. Then you will determine your action, and then of course finally, we determine the results. Typically with the roll of the dice. So that's all there is to it. There's 3 steps. Um, I tell you what happens, and you tell me what you want to do, pretty much. That's how you play D&D. So, any questions or concerns? So you can imagine the dungeon master is just your guide into the world, like a fortune teller, right? instead of a crystal ball, I have dice. So to tell you what your fort or tell you of your fortune, right, and your fate. So now we shall create your character, see who you are. Since you're new, I'll give the option of taking a pre-generated or pre-made character, or you can roll up a character from scratch. So, Sai, what would you like? Do you want a pre-made character, or do you want to roll up a character from scratch? Sai, you there? Okay. Hopefully she'll come back. And then Tomiko, you already have one, right? Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Tomiko's is Balmux.
Tomiko, you're not a racist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you are?
I am the racist. Yes.
No problem.
Um, Sai, are you there?
Earth to Daisy.
Yeah?
Uh, so do you want to roll your character from scratch, or do you want to get a pre-made?
If you're speaking, we can't hear you.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I wait just a second. I'm soaking the rice. Give me one moment.
Oh, okay.
Hungry. Well, this is nice. We have two fighters.
Yeah, their combined HP is 7.
Yeah, that is kind of rough.
Yeah, Word, I think you're the front line for today.
Hmm.
You're gonna be the meat field.
I don't know about that. I need to be right, and I need to be able to turn in case we get in trouble.
You still
And
be
you
able
can't
to
turn when you're
turn.
the first guy to get attacked. Fortunate.
Oh,
Hello.
hello.
Welcome back.
Yeah, let's. Hey, let's play.
Okay, so did you hear my description on how to play the game?
No.
Alright, cool. So pretty much it's very simple. I'll be your dungeon master, your guide into this world of Dungeons and Dragons.
What?
And then you're going to join as a player. So you'll take on the role of an adventurer. You're going to basically be role playing. You'll talk in the and think and act in the perspective of an adventurer, soldier of fortune. Okay, so in this game, it's a game about storytelling, and you do so in the perspective of an individual character. So pretty much, the dungeon master will be describing to you what your character is experiencing, and then you'll describe what you want to try to do to get famous and fortunate. Typically, you'll discuss with your party first, and then you'll decide on the action, right? And then
Can you like
after that, then we
since I
determine the outcome with the roll of the dice. Okay, so it's very simple, but it's a story or it's a game about telling stories about adventures. Okay, so getting famous and fortunate. You typically do this by hunting down monsters, treasures, and bounties from dungeons. Okay.
okay, okay, okay. Can you start playing? Like you guys play, and I'll take the last I'll go at the end because I don't understand what you just said. So yeah.
So it's very simple. I'll tell you what's going on, you tell me what you want to do, and then we determine the results. That's it. That's how you play. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Before you can play, you'll need a character. So new players usually go first. They get the characters, and then the old players will get their characters ready for
Is there
the
any
adventure.
girl?
So I was wondering if you want to just get a pre-made character. Is that okay?
I want a cat.
All right. So let's see what characters we got for you.
You have a cat?
Uh, Cat is not an adventure. So it's a game about it's Dungeons and Dragons, right? So you play as an adventurer, a soldier for them. So cats can't be
Okay.
adventurers.
You have a female soldier.
Um.
I'm
So
just messing with you.
oh,
Any character works.
All right. We're gonna give you the character. His name is Royce. Okay. He's a magic user.
Rice.
Royce.
Mm,
Well, she could change the name.
You could. Do you want to change his name?
yeah.
All right. What do you want to be called?
Kevin. Uh. Uh. s- Uh. Wait.
If you were an
Lola.
adventurer, what kind of name would you choose?
Lola.
Lola. Okay. We can roll your abilities too and your hit points, just to make it a bit more unique.
Your mountains are so cute, bro. What the fuck?
Okay. So for your strength, you shall have 13 strength.
Cool.
For your intelligence, you have 10. Let's see. For wisdom, you have 9. For dexterity, you have 10.
Do you have to write it down or something?
Yeah, I'm writing it down. You can write it down too, so you have their notes. That's why you have pencil and paper, so you can easily remember
Oh,
what you have.
wait, why didn't you tell me earlier? I don't have anything near me.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and grab some pencil and paper.
I just told you I don't. Okay, where's my university? Okay, yeah, got it. Is it okay if I take a pen instead of a pencil?
You could. It's going to be hard to make corrections. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Okay.
this is your.
Yeah.
I'll post your character sheet in the record channel. You can copy it down onto your paper if you want. Okay. So I rolled up a character for you. Let's see. I'm gonna adjust the scores so you can be a better magic user. You have 9 strength instead, and you have 12 intelligence.
Whoa. Whoa. The format, bro. You're like a pro. You're like a pro. Okay. Okay.
All right. Let's see.
If I fall asleep, just know that it's not the game, it's not you guys. I'm just super hungover.
Oh, I see. Okay, no worries.
Then it's
Thanks for
morning
letting
for
us
me.
know. Um, okay, so we have everyone getting their characters ready for the adventure. Sai will join us as Lola, the medium, first level magic user. Let's see. We'll change your name.
Mhm. And just ahead of time, you can if they need more spells, I still have Salvio's spellbook.
Salvio spellbook.
I still have because we never found the body.
Um, let's see.
Just ahead of time if they want.
Yeah, you do have a spellbook on you. Yeah, Ward has one.
Mm-hmm.
I should order a Halloween costume. Just give me a. Okay. Yeah, what are we doing now?
We're going to get the other players ready for the adventure. So, Boomer, you're first. Then let's double check the notes, make sure we have
Mm-hmm.
everything correct before we do anything else.
Of course.
Why does it constantly show me on the screen?
Because your mic is constantly outputting, I think.
Can you guys hear like background noises?
Just some
No.
fuzz, maybe static. That's about it.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't really hear anything, but your mic is detecting something. So
That's really scary, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
your gain just might be on or something.
Yeah, it could just turn noise suppression.
Mm.
Yeah, noise suppression should cancel it.
Yeah, my if I turn on my noise suppression, you won't be able to hear me because
Oh, I
I
see.
don't I'm not using an earphone. It's like my laptop
Oh.
speakers.
No worries.
Yeah. Is it cold for you again?
It's cold only 'cause my room is it's got the AC on. What about you?
Mm.
It was super cold last 2 days. Today it's fucking hot, but I can't find my AC remote.
Hmm. That sucks.
So, you can have a question.
Yes.
So, is there anything you could do like without money between adventures?
Not
Because
really.
most stuff involves money.
Yes.
Just
Yep. Everything
like,
will cost money.
is it
Yep.
possible to work part time
Your
in
characters are
between
constantly working
adventures?
part time to maintain their lifestyles outside of adventures.
Oh, okay.
If that wasn't the case, you would be coming back every week paying an upkeep, right? So
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, that's why we
food,
get free food.
housing,
Okay.
all that.
Okay.
Anything that happens outside the game, we do not ever worry about. We only worry about what happens when we play. So
All right.
the only time we worry about things that are outside of the game is when we pay uh, money that we earn from the game um, to do things outside of the game, right? So
Mhm.
otherwise, there'll be way too much to track if everyone's doing you know, different things every day, right? We'll not get anywhere,
Mhm.
and you'll probably die outside of the adventure. Let's see. Um, all right, that's Ward though. Do you have anything to prepare?
um, I might try and attempt to hire a retainer.
All right. Well, you'll have to do so with the party then, if they're willing to spend the time. So
Okay.
you have to wait for that. Let's see.
Yeah, you can just in that case I have unless you know anything specific I can do. I don't have that much to do, so you can just.
All right, Balskany. Let's see. Double check your notes. I'm tracking on 11 silver at the moment, but that could be
Well,
wrong.
it should be 10 because I gave one silver to Swargov. Yeah.
To who?
Dwarag. What? Luigi.
Luigi. Oh,
If you take a look at the notes, it's there.
okay then. Just remind me when I get to him. I'll knock one silver off then, and Luigi or Sora remind me that you got the silver.
Yep.
We go over your notes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Was that it for you, Mosconi?
Yep.
All right. Then Lola, you have your notes. It's in record. Let's
Mhm.
see. And let's see. Luigi is a new character. Let me write him down. So this is Sorok's new character. He's the son of Vincenzo, right?
Vincenzo.
Let's see. You have 10 silver to spend. You spent 1 on clothing, and do you have the list of everything else?
In notes.
Okay. We're gonna confirm. We got the spear and a sling, garrison and shield. That's an additional 9 silver. So that's all your money.
Yep. I'm poor.
Alright, very good. So next, let's see. We have Belmox. He did not go on an adventure last week, so he should not have anything to prepare. So I think everyone is ready then for this adventure. We're gonna spend a moment to hire some retainers, but let me set the scene real quick for those who are new. So let's see. What can I tell you? I'll do a. Do you want a short description or a full description on the background for those who are new? So Lola and Belmax, would you like a full background or a brief background on the situation?
Brief.
Okay, we'll keep it simple. So pretty much, your characters are um, new to adventuring, right? This will be a first adventure. You have been invited to join a campaign for fame and fortune. This particular party has been seeking their fame and fortune from a place called the Silent Tomb, which is to the southeast of here. There are other places we could visit, such as the Lost Coast Mine, which is to the west, or uh, Fort Stonehold to the north, uh, a lair of a dragon. And south of here, Castle Ruins Volta. There might be other places, but those are the local places, or some are a little further than others. These are places you can seek your fame and fortune. Your characters have grown up in the village of Geblan, and this is their hometown. And it's not until recently they have decided to become adventurers, right? Hunters of monsters and such. So, um, a few days ago, you met with your crewmates or your party members, and you have discussed plans to join them to equip yourselves properly and to set out on an adventure with them. They will be more experienced, perhaps, so I recommend you take heed to what advice they have to tell you. But you are your own character. You'll decide your own fate based on the actions you tell me that you ought to take. So I'll be your guide, your dungeon master, right? So the 5 of you will be setting out very soon, but it's maybe a day or two before the adventure. The party met up to discuss retainers, whether they want to hire party retainers or keep it separate. So retainers are servants that will serve your party, right? As you are the leaders or the head, right? The adventurers, the full members of the group. entitled to a share each. So, what do we say? It sounds like a couple of you were interested in hiring some retainers, helping hands, right? Hirelings. Any objections? And for those who are new, this means if we hire them, this extra man can help serve your party and help you get a better chance of surviving the adventure, but it will be at the cost of some of your share, right? You'll have your party will have to pay them, right? So you'll lose a little more. You'll have to share money with these characters that you hire, naturally, that you win.
Wicked. Wicked.
So, no objections? Okay. Alright, who
No.
here was interested in hiring retainers? Was it Ward or Bosconi? Ward, okay.
What was?
So Ward, what kind of men are you looking for? You looking for adventurers? Are you looking for normal men? Non-combatants? Combatants?
I was looking for combatant.
Combatants? Okay, so men at arms? Or do you want full-on adventurers?
Can I look at both?
Sure. Let's see what we've got. Alright, so a few days ago you were able to find you were not unfortunately able to find any men-at-arms or adventurers, but you were able to find a non-combatant interested in joining, potentially. His name is Alec, and Alec, uh, he's hoping to serve as a non-combatant. He owns a dagger and a set of clothes. Before this, he was a fisherman. Another notable feature about him is that he possesses no tongue. He had his tongue cut out a few years ago.
So can he still speak normally?
Not really.
Or
He can still make
not?
sound, but he does not speak normally.
Okay.
In fact,
Um,
he prefers not to speak at all.
there's not. Okay, well that might not be the most useful. So, you said there's no adventures, no men at arms
That you met, so there were normal
that you
men as well available.
normal men. Okay. Can I hire a normal man, then?
Let's see.
Like torchbearer kind of?
Well, there was, of course, the man you just met, Alec, but
Mm-hmm.
you walk around inviting other normal men to join you, and you meet the man named, his name is Hayes. And Hayes, um, let's see, what can I say about Hayes? He is a normal man. Um, by the way, the other thing about the other character, Alec, he is considered to be a thief. First of all, thief.
Oh,
So he does have a level,
okay.
but he has
Hmm.
very little gear and equipment.
What is his? Okay, well, first of all, what was Alex's fee? Join the party.
What was that?
What was Alex's wage?
Because he has no tongue and little gear, he is only asking for 5 silver down payment and then a half share, and he can serve the party as a thief if you want instead of a non-combatant.
5 silver and a half share.
And of course a silver a day.
A
If he
silver
serves
a
as a
day.
thief, but if he serves as a non-combatant, he only requires 3 silver down payment and 1 silver a day
3 silver down, only 1 silver a day.
if he serves as a non-combatant.
All right, and the Hayes. You told me about Hayes.
Hayes is a true non-combatant. He has no skill, no class. Um, he owns simply his clothing, maybe a knife, and a rope. And before this, Hayes he was a thug. He's also very dirty.
Um,
Are you interested in
what
hiring Hayes?
is? Mm-hmm.
Okay. His fee is 3 silvers for down payment. He requires 1 silver a day and accommodations.
1 silver a day. Okay.
That's a standard. You
Hmm.
want to pay him less or more, or do you want to offer him what he expects?
Um. Okay, so I'll offer to, or do you want to help out with this guy, Boss Tony, or because I can
Sure, we
try.
can. I'll tell you
Yeah.
what. I'll give you 5 silvers, and I'll stay with 5 because I don't want to be broke.
Oh, Bosconi, you want to hire this guy?
So I'll find him and I'll come to Bosconi and ask him, because yeah.
So you'll find this man, and then you're gonna leave him and go talk to Bosconi about it.
Hmm.
All right. Well, in that case, let me see what he does. He is not. If you do not want to hire him now, then he's just going to leave.
Mm. Okay, then well, I'll offer to pay him. Does he charge his fee today or is it after the adventure?
He expects to be paid a down payment right away. Right.
Right away, down payment. I can pay him. I only have 2 silvers on me, but I can give him equipment if he's willing.
Instead of silver.
Yeah, like I
Hmm.
can give him a weapon to like defend himself.
Does he get to keep it?
Mm, depending on how
Okay, then he
uh
refuses.
product. Okay,
All right.
he refuses.
There's another man if you want.
Hmm.
By the way, there's a limit on how many people your character was able to meet. So the
Yeah.
more you refuse, the less you'll get. The less people will
In
give you.
that case, after that, he'll go to Boss County and ask Boss County to give him look.
All right, Bosconi, you also
Um,
look for men.
Yeah, look for new men with Boss County.
are you sure you can afford this? Are you sure you can afford to pay for this guy?
Me?
Yeah,
Uh, no, I don't. I only have about 2 silvers.
exactly. So then I should just help you pay for
Yeah.
this guy because we can't afford
Well, we
nobody
can't.
else.
No, no. I had to hire him on the spot, or else he wouldn't have joined.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll help you with this guy.
Yeah, the
So
next guy.
what I do is I'll give you 5 silvers, and then you can take care of it.
I was saying I have -1 to charisma, so
Okay.
I'm
So
saying you
what
go out and recruit.
you want me to go and talk to the guy?
Yeah.
All right. I will go and talk to the guy.
Okay, so you spend another day looking for someone to hire, and let's see. This next man you meet is another non-combatant. Let's see. His name is Ogly.
Oakley. All right.
Ogly. Ogly. Yeah, that's how you say it. And then you hear this man. Before this, he claims that he was indeed like an adventurer himself. He was a fortune seeker. He fears nothing, and he's a man of God. He owns his clothing, a sling, and a staff.
Uh, uh, pray tell me, what are your services worth?
Well, I'm very good at finding secrets and such. I hope to serve as an extra pair of eyes. I also have this staff of mine, helps me detect anything dangerous up ahead. Gives me about an extra arm's worth of reach.
Uh, That's all fine and good, but how much are you worth, lad? That's what I'm asking. How much are you worth?
Oh, I was hoping I would be paid 3 silver right away, and a silver a day for each day I serve you, and food and accommodation, of course, if it becomes necessary for us to eat and rest.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, lad. I can give you the silver the three silvers right now, and I can accommodate you for a few days. But I can guarantee you, some of the shares. But there's going to be a few tight days along the way.
A few tight things, mm, like
A few
dangers.
a few tight days, like
Oh,
as far as
you cannot pay me right away.
uh, silver wise.
No worries, I understand. I'm a man of good reason and trust. I will trust you will pay me well when the adventure is over.
Yes, that will definitely do.
I do not expect a share. I do expect a daily payment, though. No worries, if there's hundreds of silver to be split, I'll not expect any of it, but I will expect a single silver a day I serve as any non-combatant role you're looking for, but particularly I'm very good at just finding things.
Okay, then here's your three silvers. So I'll hand them three silvers.
I appreciate this very generous offer, and I shall accept. Alright, so then in that case, he joins your party, and looks like the rookie has flaked out again.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
So
We
paying
also
off
lost
his loan.
80.
Alright, so we're kind of at where we started, unfortunately.
Oh boy.
The few
Yeah.
and the struggling. Let's see. But we recruit at least one retainer. His name is Owgly.
Mhm.
Although it sounds like an ugly name, he's not the ugly man. He's the normal looking man. Okay, so we have in our party is War, the Adept. I'm just gonna write this
Mhm.
down. We have Bosconi, the Footpad. We have Luigi, the Veteran. And we have our newest member is Owgly. Owgly, the non-combatant or the
Mhm.
man. Let's see. Right, so you have to hire him as a. You have decided to hire him as a basically a detector, right? So he'll help
Yep.
detect secrets.
Mhm.
Let's see. All right. Um, do we want to hire more men?
I don't have the silver for it.
Uh,
Non-combatants, combatants, adventurers are the
I
most
can give you two
expensive.
silver if you want to try and combat.
Problem is, we have to pay them a silver a day.
Oh yeah. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we have enough.
You don't have to if you kill them.
Luigi. Yeah, but reputation comes along with that.
I know.
Um. But yeah. So, are we ready to have?
I
I
think we're
suggest we
good.
discuss where we're going.
All right, Bosconi, you're down to 7 silvers, right? Did you want to give
Yes.
5 still to Ward or no?
No, since
Yeah.
this gentleman's going to require a silver a day, so I'll have enough for 7 days for him, and that's it.
Yeah.
All right then. Let's set out with just the 4 of you.
Hmm. Oh wait, do we have torches?
I
Which
don't.
I
Yep.
do not have torches. I
Okay.
do not have tinderbox or none of that stuff.
Okay.
Me neither.
Okay, how
Someone can
much?
buy a bag, torches, and a tinderbox for 4 silver total, and give this to Luigi to carry,
Um,
Luigi.
since he does not carry much.
who's buying it?
Uh,
I can just buy
Probably
torches.
you.
I
I
have a tinderbox, so I can just buy torches.
torches.
And
Okay,
back. I need a decent plan.
I'll buy the torches.
Okay,
So
thank
who will
you.
buy the
And
bag?
The bag.
I have a an extra sack on me, but I don't know what size it was that was given to me.
Let's see.
Plus, I put down small sack, but I didn't know what
Yeah,
size though.
normal sack is gonna carry 20 pounds a gear. So in our game, so you do have an extra sack, so you can carry up to 20 pounds, and you have a pack as well. So you could what you could do. Your pack does not have much. You have your hammer and spikes in your sack that you will keep, and you can give your pack to whoever's gonna carry the torches, because the torches are heavy.
Okay.
So all that needs to be purchased then are the torches. Since we have a tinderbox, who's carrying the tinderbox? Ward.
I do. Hmm.
Okay. So do you want to give the tinderbox to the torchbearer?
Uh, yes.
Okay. So is your torchbearer gonna be Luigi then?
Probably.
Okay.
Is what was his name? Ulga?
Olga, you hire him
Oogly.
as a detect
Olga.
or Ogly. You hire him as a
Oh,
detector, not a
Olga.
torchbearer.
Uh, mm. Is he still willing to hold the torch?
If he's paid double.
You have to pay him more. No, give it to me. I only have a spear,
Yeah.
so.
Okay. Yeah. Just give it to Luigi.
Okay.
And Brasconi, you gonna buy torches and give me your pack?
Yep.
Is it pack or backpack?
Pack. Backpack. Same
Pack.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's packed.
I am ready to die.
Well,
Well,
so where do you guys think we should go?
that's a good question.
We're down to four
I don't
men.
think we have enough manpower to go anywhere else than the tomb.
Yeah.
The
So,
basic level dungeons include the tomb, and to the west is the Lost Man or the Lost Coast Mine, right? Those are two
Yeah.
places you could go for dungeons so far that you know of.
Mhm.
You can of course ask around for other places you might visit.
Mhm.
It's your choice.
I'll
let's
ask.
ask around. We have
Yeah.
time. Let's
I'll
ask
ask.
around.
Yeah. I'll specifically ask if anyone's heard anything about the tomb recently.
Okay, so you're at the tavern. You ask around. Do you guys want to
Hmm.
stay together or do you want to split up?
I'll go to the. I'll go to the town hall.
The village hall. Okay, then.
Yeah.
The village has two places that people gather at. There's um, the church and there's the manor.
I'll
You
go
don't
to the
really need
church then.
permission to visit the manor though, right?
I'll go to the church then.
Okay, you visit the temple. In that case, Luigi splits from the party. Mosconi and Ward, what will the two of you do?
I'll ask around if anyone's heard anything about the tomb.
I know, but
Yeah,
when?
I'll go with Ward, and you know,
It'll be my
try to
wingman.
try to get some information.
Ward, where are you gonna ask?
Um, I'll ask in the tavern
Okay,
if there's any. Well, are there any adventurers in the tavern? Like not for hire, like just people
of course.
relax. Yeah.
So,
So I'll
Luigi,
do that.
you made your way through the village streets toward the one of the temples here in the village. It's early in the morning, a cool spring day, and You walk up to the temple. You see outside the temple there's just villagers about, and a few monks outside the entrance that welcome you in. They bid you a good day. God bless you, and please feel welcome to seek refuge within their warm hall, right? Their temple. So you walk inside, and what do you want to do here? You see that there's a.
Uh,
Oh, go
First
ahead.
of all, I'd like to ask for what deities this temple is.
This is a temple of God. They just worship God.
Oh, like a Jesus?
Sure.
Okay. Who do I see? Like, can you describe the people I see inside?
When you walk inside, past the doors, you'll see that it's a very calming and quiet place. There's a long hall of worship with many benches or rows of seats, and there's a decent amount of people this morning here for prayer and preachings. You can see there's one man at the pedestal at the far end, uh, speaking prayers and omens or talking with these people. Um, you'll see that there's a few others in the background, mostly just taking care of other villagers who seek their help or have questions. As soon as you walk in, you can see that there's just some normal people sitting on the benches, some people walking in and out, and even a few monks just cleaning or tending to the temple, right?
I'll walk to the first monk I see.
All right. This monk you walk toward is near the entrance. He's welcoming people in, right? He sees you, he's like, "Good morning. Please
Good morning, good sir.
come and pray."
I have a question for you first. Have you heard about any places that are undead?
Places of undead.
Yes, sir.
Well,
I'm
if you did
looking
not
for a
hear
place
last
I can
week,
prove. Yeah, sorry.
last week there was a terrible news. One adventurer, a priest of our village, came back alone. He went on an adventure southeast of here to go hunt monsters down and cleanse the land of the dead. He was overwhelmed by something more powerful than he has ever encountered his entire life. I recommend or I pray you do not seek such a similar fate. You will lose a lot of your friends and it will be too dangerous. Do not go there.
Okay.
Instead, you
Um,
should join us for prayers this morning, my child.
yes, I will. Thank you.
Alright, Luigi, you go and have a seat and pray with them. Listen to the preachings of God. Um, in the meantime, Bosconi and Ward were at the tavern this morning. So you walk inside, smell of ale and syrup and such, food and breakfast and eggs. Uh, People are having breakfast this morning, of course, and you decide to approach the first group of adventurers or something else.
Well, first I'll go to the bartender.
Okay, so you approach the tavern keeper at the
Mhm.
bar.
Mhm.
You see him standing there offering someone a drink. Then he comes to you after a little bit, and as he's approaching you, Bosconi, as Ward is making his way to the bar, do you want to stay with him or do you want to move elsewhere?
I'll stay there.
Okay, so you stick around with Ward, the two of you approach the bar together. And the tavern keeper comes to you next, right? And bids you a good morning and asks, what would you like to be served this morning? Food and drink wise?
Just a water, please.
Some water. Very well. And for you, good sir?
I will take I'll take an ale.
Very well. And he goes back into get your pitcher of ale and water, brings you to a mug or a tankard for your drinks. Here you are. Anything else?
Uh,
Just a question. It's,
Some questions?
hmm
Sure.
Well, have you heard any news come in about the Silent Lake tomb?
Silent Light Tomb. You haven't heard yet. Last week, a very powerful party of adventurers came back, or did not come back really, actually. They set
Mm.
out together, brave and ready for an adventure. Two very powerful characters. Not sure if you haven't heard, but it was Frederick, the conjurer, and Modestus, the priest. They set out with a small band, but only Modestus came back alive.
Mm.
He
I knew
was
those men. They
broken.
were good fellows. And
It's quite
he'll
unfortunate.
say, "Sorry, did I interrupt?"
Sure, go ahead.
Uh, okay. Um, have you heard of any other parties gone to the tomb recently?
Don't think so.
Mm. In that case, have you heard of any other adventuring locations around here? Any news?
Any news? New place to visit? Well, there's the Lost Coast mine to the west. It has been cleared at this point by another party,
Mm.
so
What type of
they are
party was it?
safer
Was it
now.
an experienced party or beginner?
I'm sure they have to be experienced to have cleared the mine.
Mm.
At least the first level has been cleared, is what I've been told.
Mm.
The miners are able to go back and work there now, and the second level is being blocked off.
All right.
uh, would you happen to know if they pay adventurers for going on in and delving into the mine?
Well, the bounties are not as plentiful anymore, but those who seek to take the battle to the enemy can access level 2 still before they fully close it off. I believe they have a gate at the moment, but eventually they're probably going to collapse entry into that second level. The miners will stay close to the surface while they dig. What happened last time is they dug too deep on the ground into another dungeon level, and hence the mine was overwhelmed with higher level monsters. But hopefully it should be safe now.
Mm. All right. Is that all? What do you think, Boscona? You have anything else to add?
Sounds very interesting.
Mm.
Perhaps have you heard of any other places, or are these the only two places that you've heard of?
Mm. Well,
Or would you happen to know of someone who may know more about, as far as adventuring?
as far as adventuring, hmm. Well, there's a party of adventurers over there. They might know something, but I believe those are members of the crew or some of the parties that had cleared the Lost Coast Cave or mine. There's also a place
Oh,
called Fort Stonehold. A few adventurers from that party are planning an expedition north of here. They believe that they'll be stationing or creating a base of operations in the mountains north of here. It will be more than a few days travel north. Is a place called Fort Stonehold. They believe a dragon has made it its lair. They hope to take it down, I believe.
Mm. You must be quite the brave fellows, then.
they must be very brave because I would never tamper with such a creature.
I would never either. But of course, they are the most prized monsters of the realm. treasure hoards almost beyond the imagination of what possibly could exist in such a hoard of treasure. Trinkets of many sorts of fascinations. I believe that good chance you might even find magic among their hoards.
Mm.
Can you imagine treasure like that? My goodness.
Mm-hmm.
There's one more place I've heard of recently that is further out. It's another, I believe, expert level expedition that a few members here at the tavern have been talking about visiting. There's a castle ruin, the eastern uh, ruin to the far east. It was a castle ruin that, of course, watched the eastern borderlands, but it was lost about a decade ago. It's been overrun, so we are the new front line, of course, Kevalon. But this castle ruin to the east, it's a few days out, and I've heard a lot of small bands of basic level adventuring parties preparing for expeditions there. It's believed that they are securing the ruins and trying to resettle it so that they might make future delves below it.
Now that sounds like a place that we should check out.
Mm. Mm-hmm. You said what level was this area?
It's considered to be expert level, I suppose. Expert level expedition. You'll travel a few days from here to the east in search of this castle ruin, but I believe they have made a base of operations outside the castle. A, you could say it would be a small war camp, right? They are besieging the castle ruins. They are clearing it of enemy monsters.
Mm. Well, I thank you for your hospitality as he'll finish his water and set it down.
You two fine gentlemen have a good day. He moves on to the next customer.
Mm-hmm.
You too.
Alright, back to Ward, or sorry, back to Luigi. You have been at the temple all morning praying and listening to preachings, right? Is there anything else you would like to do, or do you want to continue here?
Do I see any priest there?
Yes, you see one you even recognize. He's not in his armor, he's not adventuring currently, but it is a holy man you have heard about. Your house's members of your household have been friends of his. It's the survivor from that you've heard of recently, Modestus, the priest. He is here at the temple, offering his services.
Um, I'll walk up to him and introduce myself.
Okay, what do you say?
Hello, good sir. My name's Luigi from the House of Swarog. I've heard you knew my father.
You find him near the front of the hall of worship. He's among other priests. They are all seated together at a table.
Oh,
I have
then I.
heard of your house, indeed. House Sorok.
You knew my father, right?
Vincenzo.
Yes.
I'm sorry about his untimely death. He was in my party last week. He could not make it out alive.
Do you know what killed him?
My son, it would be better that you did not know. It is far too dangerous. Your father would not want you to seek vengeance so early. You're not ready. Even I am not powerful enough. I was not powerful enough to save your father or anyone else. I would not put you in the same situation.
Where you've been on adventure last week?
You may have already heard, but it is the same place your father and other members of your house have been traveling to. Has he not told you of it?
What's the name of the place?
You will not go there, okay?
I promise.
I'm surprised your father or no one else has told you, but our parties of adventurers have been traveling to a place called the Silent Tomb, a haunted island in the middle of a dead, quiet lake, also quite haunted. They say that anyone who swims across will drown.
Do you think thing that killed my father might still reside there?
I cannot say for certain, but I cannot tell you yes or no. I will have to say that I will tell you yes for your own sake. Do not go there.
Thank you for your time. And I bow bow to him and say goodbye and head back to the center of the village to wait for the rest of my party.
As you're leaving, he says, Luigi, your father was a decent man. He was brave and he was smart. And he trusted us with his life. But be safe. Be safer than he was. There are other
Thank you
places
so
you can win
much.
your fortune. Right. And you leave.
Thank you so much.
Alright. So, Bosconi, Ward, and Luigi, in the afternoon, you guys want to regroup or something else?
Yeah. More.
Alright. So, Bosconi and Ward, after your time at the tavern, the place of meeting would be, we'll say, a small camp on the outskirts of the village. So, in the countryside, you guys made a small camp for your crew. You meet up there in the afternoon. Day one has gone all right. You have wasted a lot of, or not wasted, but spent much of the morning uh, acquiring information. So you're now in the afternoon of day one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so at the camp, you guys want to set up from here, or do you guys want to discuss or take further actions in the village?
So, what do you think, Ward, about what the barkeep said?
Mm, I think the mine seems to be the best place.
He he did say there were some higher level monsters in there, though.
The Lost Coast. That's what I'm talking about. Talking about the Lost Coast mine. Because remember they cleared the first floor of monsters,
True.
but they didn't search it any deeper. So
And if they were just clearing monsters, maybe they didn't clear the passages.
yeah.
If there were
So
secret passages.
yeah, and
Hmm.
secret treasure. Think about
You
it. We have
know,
a thief and a cleric and a man who his duty is to look out for secret things. I think this might be the perfect
yes,
place.
yes.
And it's
But
cleared of monsters mostly so far, what we can tell.
Ward, you're a genius.
Well, thank you. I've not been smart my whole life, but I've recently been training my intelligence. Of course, twirl of his mustache.
Hey, you, Luigi,
What's up?
pack up. We're leaving.
Let's
Where are
go.
we
Come on,
going?
we're heading out to the mine.
To the
Yes.
mines.
Mm,
Sounds good. I promise I'm not gonna visit Tomb anytime soon.
mm, yes, but you could never know when it comes to the mines, because what is Lucius's brother? Yeah, correct. If I'm positive,
Ward,
yeah,
um,
yeah.
this is heir to Salvio, so
Heir to Salvi.
I'm not sure his relation to Lucius though.
Eruca Salvio was Ward's brother. No, yeah, no. Salvio was Lucius' brother.
Salvio was Lucius's brother, so then
Mm.
Ward is his nephew then.
No, his nephew. Okay, well, never mind. Nephew, sorry. So Salvio. But this mine has claimed the life of his Uncle, right? Yeah, uncle.
Mm.
But that's not stopping. So you guys ready to head out?
I I just asked Brisconi real quick. Yo, Brisconi, I see you have a really beautiful dagger there. What's that?
Oh, this is the one that was retrieved from the little hoard that we found the last time we were down in the dungeon.
Ah, yes, I remember that.
I see you have a good, really interesting writing on there. Do you know what it means?
I've been meaning to go asking around, but I really don't know what it means.
Hmm. If we had, well, we could have. Wasn't it a dare?
Actually, let Ward here.
Hmm.
You might be able to read
Well,
this.
if
So
it's
I
arc,
should.
if it's arcane, it might not be my best suit, but sure, allow me, and he'll look at it.
So I hand the dagger over to Ward.
It is arcane runes indeed, arcane magic
Yeah.
runes.
Oh shit!
If we had Lola, they could have deciphered it, but Lola got offline. So.
So these are arcane runes. Oh, runes. Oh, okay. I thought they was just engravings.
Mm-mm.
I snatched the dagger back as fast as possible.
He hands it to you. He doesn't. He doesn't want.
No, you know how. Agreed, thief acts.
Yeah.
Hmm. Um,
Or.
but if you seek the mine, you can begin your journey. There is a path or road that leads to the mine naturally, because the miners have to transport their goods back and forth.
Oh, at least we can go and over there and just look around.
Mm-hmm. Well, men, muster your courage and let's on the road.
Yeah, let's head out.
Right. You begin your march to the mine. Then let's see how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
After a few hours of marching through um, what appears to be lightly forested hills and open plains along the road, you eventually come into a rocky range of crags as you approach the coastline. And soon, in the distance, over the horizon, you can see the open sea, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you're approaching the road leads toward a range of craggy hills, rocky hills, uh, the tallest of which you find a large encampment, an excavation site. Just outside at the mine entrance, there's a large hole, right? A large open area that stone and salt and other kind of materials have been cut and dug out from, right? So there's a
Mm-hmm.
large camp or excavation site. There's a large camp surrounding it for the miners, the people who work here. But you can see people within the large hole just outside the entrance already mining away at stone. It looks like salt rocks or just salty looking rocks. And some are even going in and out of the entrance, carrying all kinds of different supplies or um, resources that they've gathered from the mine, right? But the mine is back in service, right? People are working here again.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you like to continue? Do you want to just approach the entrance or something else?
Yeah. Are you guys going?
Well, we should approach somebody
Yeah.
who's in charge and ask them if it's okay if we enter. Correct?
Yeah. Is there like a director?
Okay, so
Like a
you
foreman or something like
Yeah,
that.
foreman.
mhm. You ask around for who's in charge. You talk to some of the workers here. They point to a particular tent near the entrance of the mine. They tell you you can talk to the officers in there if you wish to enter the mine.
Mm.
Right. So you approach the tent, and you see a few guardmen outside of it, and they ask you of your business, right? Good morning, gentlemen,
Uh,
or good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good
State your
afternoon.
business and your names.
Well, I am Ward of House Boomer, and I'm come with a small group of adventurers. We seek to gain entrance to the mine.
For what reason?
Um, we wish to explore the first floor for any unfound treasures.
The first floor for unfound. Any materials in the first floor belong to us. We have cleared the first floor. We are just we are at this point exporting the goods, right? Gathering it for trade. So no, you cannot. But if you are adventurers seeking to enter level 2, we can offer guidance toward the entrance. There's a small fee.
Mm.
It is one silver piece for each member that wishes to enter level 2. We'll take you down to level 2.
Mm.
I look at Ward like I don't know if we can afford this.
Ooh, I got 2 silver. I can afford myself.
I got 0.
If you do not have the means to pay, there are there are other methods.
Mm.
And this is the officer
Well,
in
the
charge,
But
by the way. You're not talking to the guards anymore.
mm-hmm.
what are the methods?
We believe that there's plenty of treasure to be found in dungeon level 2. You can pay on your way out.
Mm.
What what would be the rates of payment on our way out?
Twice as much.
Mm. So two
We only
silver.
expect 2 silver then. But if you
Mm.
cannot pay us 2 silver, you cannot leave.
Very well.
Mm.
I'll walk up to the foreman and just ask, "Are you sure you searched up the whole first floor for any hidden treasure?"
Any hidden treasure of the first floor belong to us. We cleared it of monsters. We are currently looting
But
it.
what if we tell you that we can find it for you really fast and give you 50%?
It would be 90%. 90% ours, 10% yours. Again, we cleared level 1 of monsters, so
Mm.
we are just simply looting it now, carrying out the treasures.
Okay.
If you find anything in the area we cleared, you may have 10% of it.
Mm. Very well. And
Do you agree to the
It's
terms?
it's better than nothing.
better than
It's better than nothing. Yeah.
I'll agree.
Okay, let's say 80. Would you get 80%?
There is no compromising here. This mine belongs to us, not you. Adventurers cleared it for us and they were paid. Now that they've cleared it for us, we can mine in peace again. The materials to be collected include ore. That ore was mined by us. If you find it, it was mined by us. We are just simply taking it out.
Mm.
We
All
have
right then.
workers here that are doing the exact same thing you wish to do. They are not offered a share, they're offered a daily wage. They wish to perhaps participate as a miner. We could use extra hands.
How much is the daily wage
You will get 1 silver per week,
per
or
week?
1 copper a day, indeed, and food and accommodation.
Mm. Mm. I feel like uh simply we could make more simply searching and getting 90%. What do you guys? Or not getting 10%.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Very well.
I'll, I'll I'll keep that in mind. We thank you for your time.
Now, do you wish to have entrance or access to entrance level 2, or do you just wish to explore level 1?
Hmm. Are we allowed to pay at the gate?
You're paying here. We are at the gate. You're at.
Hmm.
Very well.
Very
I'll
well.
I
give
see. Yep, go ahead.
I'll give a silver for myself, Luigi, and I guess
I'll pay for myself.
an Oogly.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you pay a total of 4 silver or 3 silver, since Ward will pay for himself.
Hmm.
All right.
Okay.
A few miners approach you, and a couple guardsmen approach you. They lead you into the mine. They take you through many tunnels throughout the mine as you make your way down, and eventually they take you down to very an area far deeper than from where you started. There's a large wooden wall built in this area, um,
Hmm. So,
and
well, we're searching the first floor first.
a heavy metal door, or reinforced metal door. It's wooden, but it has metal reinforcement.
Mm.
So this is a door. Uh, before between the door or before the door though, there's an iron gate and a few guardsmen on this side, which raise the gate for you or unlock the gate and let you through to a set of double doors that are heavily reinforced and a heavy-looking
Can
set
I
of wooden
ask
doors
can can I
or
ask
wooden
one of
walls.
the
I mean,
guards if they heard any noises out of those doors?
the guards shake their head and tell you, the deeper level has been pretty quiet these past few days. The monsters tend to allow intruders to get a little deeper before they attack.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Best of luck. Soon they open the doors for you, and they quickly urge you to pass on through so they can close it quickly.
Hmm.
When you get through the other side, there's another iron gate. Um, you can hear them from behind the wooden palisade. They're raising it, or they're raising the second gate. So if you can imagine how they have the security, let's say this die is the first gate, the iron gate. This die is the double doors that you saw through the gate that they opened for you. And then after the double doors is a third or second gate. So once you're past the double doors, they will bar it, right? They bar the double doors again. And then once you're past it, there's a second iron gate on the other side that they raise from behind the wall so that the monsters cannot come through naturally, right? And then
Hmm.
once you're through the second iron gate, they will close it behind you. So now you're trapped in there until they raise it for you, right?
Hmm.
So
How long
very
does it take to not raise
secure
it?
way for It's very hard to escape, very hard to enter, right? So
Hmm.
how long it takes them to raise the gate? It takes about a minute, 6 rounds. So if you're being pursued
How
by a monster,
how
there's
would
no escaping unless you can hold the
how do
gate.
we signal them that we want the gate raised when we get here?
When you get to the iron gate, you can yell for them, right? There's also there's also a bell, a small bell at the door that you can ring.
Okay.
So, but they tell you that there's always a guardsman ready to open the gate, especially when there are people in there. You've already paid your fee, so they will make sure to open it as soon as they hear you, right? The sooner you can shout down the passage for them to open it, the sooner they can raise the gate. But they cannot raise the gate if there's a monster, right? Because then it will come through. So, if you're being pursued, someone has to hold the monster off while the others go through the gate. Then they can close it.
Mm.
All right.
Now, is this the entrance for the second level, or is this
Yes,
the
this is the
first
entrance.
level?
You're entering the level 2 right now. So they guide you through level 1. There was no chance to map it because you had no time to map it. You were quickly walking through it. And they took you all the way down to level 2. The entrance to level 2.
Weren't we going to search the first level first, or no?
You
No,
paid for the
no,
second
no.
level
Oh,
entrance.
okay.
That's what the fee was.
Mm.
Look,
If you search level 1, that's
look,
where they're working. So you're literally you're searching the area that they've already looted, right? You're just helping
Well, we
pick up
were
the loot.
looking for like secret. We were gonna look for like secret treasure and stuff.
Oh yeah, they could do that as well, but that would be going back. You already paid for. Do you want to leave?
Yeah.
You can leave level 2 if you want. Just knock on the door, but you might not be able to go back
That's
in.
okay.
Well, let's press on. I say.
Alright, so soon the gate closes behind you, and you find yourself in a open cavern, right? It's a open cavern that's continuing. You see a passage to the north, passage toward the northeast, and a passage toward the east. The passage north looks pretty narrow. You're basically in a 10 or 20 foot by 20 foot open cavern right now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's mostly clear of anything at the moment. There's just rock, and it's just open, empty cavern. Again, you can see there's a narrow passage to the north, there's a wide passage to the northeast, and there's a narrow passage to the east. Which way would you like to explore?
Mm. Can we get in marching order?
Oh yeah, let's do that. So who shall
Okay,
begin first?
are there? Is it dark in here or what?
Let's see.
Yeah, also
Yeah,
that.
it's really dark up ahead, but there's still light from the gate, torchlight, or not torchlight, but like candlelight, firelight.
So we might as well light a torch already.
Mm-hmm.
You'll need a torch to explore further ahead, but there's light behind you, so you can see the gate, but you cannot see up ahead that far.
I
So
say
dimly
we
lit.
search the treasure right here, right now.
Just the entry chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we
You're in a 20
investigate
foot
the?
by 20 foot open cavern with three exits. You want to begin searching it?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Sure.
Okay.
I'll investigate the ground for. Yeah. I'll investigate the ground.
I'll start checking the walls to see if there's any secret passages.
All right. So there's you're in a 20 foot by 20 foot chamber. So what area? Like you want to search the north side, west side, east side, middle, south? You want to
Um,
stay at the
south,
entrance, the very entrance?
south
You're in the
wall.
southwestern corner.
search the south floor.
South floor. Okay, there's. You want to search the eastern half or the western half? It's 20 foot wide.
Um, I'll search
Start
the.
from the western.
I'll search the
Or you can do the
western.
middle of it as well.
Or yeah, middle. I'll say middle.
Okay. So you search the middle of the southern floor. 10 foot by
Mm-hmm.
10 foot area can be searched for 10 minutes to detect any
Mm-hmm.
secrets. In particular, you detecting secret entry or trap or construction.
Um, construction is like.
This could be a sloping passage. This could be um, so example. If you do construction tricks, you can identify uh, new construction. So if something was newly made here, you can also
Mm-hmm.
identify a sliding wall or a sloping
Yeah.
passage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you do a room
And
trap, you can detect a room trap naturally, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
a pressure plate or a pitfall.
Mm-hmm.
If you do a secret entrance, secret door, it is different. That's going to be like you will detect like just a hidden or a secret door, right? Like a
Mm-hmm.
door that's just been hidden.
Yeah. All right. I'll do construction.
Okay. You have a 1 in 6 chance. What's your wisdom?
+3.
You have an 18 wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have a 4 in 6 chance to identify.
He's
I
very
will
low.
help them.
Luigi will check the south floor too for a turn.
Yes.
Okay. Together, the two of you begin your search. Let's see. As you are searching the south floor, Bosconi, what will you do?
I will search the northwestern area for secret passages.
Northwestern. Okay. So there's a small tunnel to the northwest corner. It goes north, a narrow passage. Do you want to check the western wall of the north wall? I mean, do you want to check the northern half of the western wall? Is that what you're
Yes.
trying to do? Okay.
Yep.
So you'll check there. It's directly kind of adjacent or west of the north exit. Let's see. And then, of course, as you're searching this, you have a retainer who's gonna help search. It's Oakley. Who's he gonna help? Moscone or Ward?
Ward, you can have him.
Alright, so
Yep.
one
Okay.
person searches to the north, three people search to the south. This will be one
Let me
turn
help.
passing.
Let me help Moscone then.
Okay. So we have two people searching the northwest, particularly that northern half of the western wall, and then we have two people searching the middle of the southern wall, or the southern floor, not the wall.
Mm.
So, and Moscone, you're looking for a secret door.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And who lit a torch?
Luigi.
Luigi.
Me.
Did you want to light one or two?
I'll give one to the Oh, he can't.
I guess I can hold the torch.
Mm.
No, we
I'll,
need somebody else to hold the torch.
I'll go and equip my symbol and strap my shield and my fellow.
No, let's do it differently. Let me go with Ward. I'll hold the torch, and
Yeah.
Boscone's gonna hold the torch, and he's gonna be with the retainer.
Yep, that's fine.
So
Yeah.
Moscone has a
Fine.
torch and Ward has a torch,
Mm.
or Luigi.
No. Yeah.
Luigi and Boscone.
Okay.
Uh, we entered from the south, correct?
Yes.
Southwest.
Okay. Southwest, and the chamber is 20 feet by 20 feet, right?
Yep. So far, three exits. In the western half of the north wall, there's a narrow exit. In the north eastern corner, there's an exit, and in the the southern half of the eastern wall, there's an exit.
Hmm.
All right.
All right.
All right. So
I'll go and search.
the searching begins. This is turn one to two.
Mm-hmm.
One moment. Let's see what we find. It's mid-March, year 12, day two of your adventure, or day one. Yeah, day one, turn two. Now your results are determined by turn two. All right. So those two that search toward the south is Ward um, and Oakley.
Luigi.
All right. Let's see. Together, you guys search for about a turn for a new construction, right? Or construction tricks, and you're able to find some kind of sloping, uh, not the passage, but the floor is sloping toward the wall.
Mm.
So it just kind of slightly descends toward the wall, the south wall. Those toward the northwest, after a turn of searching for secret entrance on the western wall, the north half, together you found nothing.
What do we do,
Okay.
Ward?
Are the bricks loose? Or is
One
there other
moment.
bricks? Sorry.
Alright. It has been very, or fairly quiet down here as you explored, but no one is on watch, right? So no one was able to listen. It has been quiet though.
No.
What is your question, Ward?
Are there any loose bricks? Top.
Uh, on the floor?
Yeah, on the slope.
It's a dirt floor, cavernous
There.
floor. There's no
Mm.
bricks.
No brick.
I
But
The.
call
I suppose
over
it does feel sloping.
Brusconi
Let's see.
and tell him about it.
No,
Do we
I'm
found a
sorry.
slopy floor?
All
and
right,
ask him if he wants to dig in.
I'll go over there and see what they're talking about.
The party
Yeah.
regroups toward the south. Okay, so
Hmm.
Moscone, you see the floor they pointed out. You can tell at this point that the floor does kind of slope toward the wall.
Okay, so I'll follow where I can detect the slope the most to the towards the wall, and then I'll start searching that area for like any anomalies, like if the crevices, if there's if there's an like an open crevice, or if there's a pressure point somewhere, or
Okay,
anything,
so what do you want
anything
to check
abnormal.
first? What do you want to identify first? If there's a crevice here, clearly you see
Well, the
there's no cracks here.
structural formation first.
Okay, so like, what do you mean by structural formation? What it's made out
Like,
of, or
well, yeah, what it's made out of, and how does the you know, if the rock is, if there's a certain part that the rock is man-made, or if it's been chiseled. You
mm,
understand what I'm saying? If it's
okay, so
been,
construction
tampered with.
tricks. Very well. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll go over that in a moment. As Busconi observes the floor here, Ward, what is your next action?
I'll do the same as Tony.
So construction tricks, and then uh, Luigi
I'll provide light and be on guard.
on guard, and then our searcher will continue searching with y'all. So you did spend a turn here detecting construction tricks, and you have identified sloping passage, right, or sloping chamber, right? It slopes toward the south. At least this area does. Um,
We're in
you
the
decide to
southwest,
do
correct?
the further construction tricks, and in particular, you're trying to identify whether there's So I heard if there's what material it is, easily identifiable. With your torchlight, it reveals the floor is made out of rock and dirt. Um, there was another question about it. What was it?
Hmm.
If there's
We're in the.
if it's a
Yeah.
man-made structure, it's just a dirt, rock, and floor. It looks pretty natural. This cavern looks pretty natural. It's an underground, open cavern. Ceilings around 8 to 10 feet above you, more or less, and walls are all jagged, and there are stalactites along the wall, stalagmites and such on the ceilings and floor. But this area is clear of the stalactite, it's softer, flatter ground. You do another construction check. Let's see. Construction tricks. Once again, you identify the same thing. It is a sloping uh, floor. Slopes toward the south, as if there's
I'll go.
less floor here, right?
I'll go check the south area where it slopes the most, or uh, and check the walls.
You want to check the wall instead of the floor?
Yes.
Okay. You want to check the wall for more construction tricks or something else?
No, no, just the more construction trick.
Okay. So you identify, or you're trying to find more construction tricks, and as you're getting ready to keep searching that, Ward, do you want to take a different action, or do you want to help him still?
Help him.
And then, of course, the observer will help, and Luigi wants to keep standing guard.
Yeah.
All right, Luigi, you have been listening for the past turn, and it's been very quiet in this chamber. All right, so um, this place it smells, like earthy and rocky, um, with a faint uh, hint of sweat in the air, a sweaty smell. Doesn't really belong to your members. All of you are doing fine, but there's a constant kind of sweaty sock smell in the air. Athlete's foot smell, right? Like a man's locker room. Okay. You continue to observe the north or the south wall at this point, detecting construction tricks together. Another turn will pass. It will be coming turn 3 to turn This will be turn 3 to 4 then. Together, as you search together this next area, um, you identify construction trick again. Um, you can tell that this cavernous wall, uh, it's not there's no new construction or anything like that, but uh, it does like go further into the south as if it was smashed away, or not really smashed away, but there's recent digging marks in it. There's like cuts in the wall toward the bottom, particularly where the floor is. So again, you can tell that the rest of the floor is pretty even, but in this particular area, it's sloping downward because it looks like it's the dirt has been removed, right, and piled further away from it.
That is
I
strange.
say, I say you guys start digging there.
Yeah. Hmm.
Doesn't sound like a good idea, but okay, we can start digging.
Yeah.
All right, and if you're starting to dig this next turn, it's just Bosconi digging or someone else
Um,
who's digging.
how quicker would it go with me and
Well, what tool do you
Well,
have?
question. Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Who has a shovel
Did you
or
have a shovel?
pick?
Can I ring a bell and ask them if they will borrow us a pickaxe?
You want to go back to the entrance?
Yeah,
I
I'll
was.
just ask if they can borrow us a pickaxe. We'll give it back, and if we find something, we'll buy the pickaxe at double the price.
Okay, so Luigi is making his way back to the entrance. In the meantime, the rest of you, what do you want to do?
Uh,
Listen for noises.
yeah. Listen.
Okay, stand watch, listen. Torchlight is being carried by Mosconi, I think, while
Yes.
Luigi carries the other torch away from you. Make his way. Which direction? Which exit do you want to take? The southwest exit, the north, the northeast, or the eastern exit?
You're talking to who?
You. Which way do you want to leave? To the
I don't want
northwest
to. I
or the
don't want to leave.
southwest?
I want to go back to the gate.
All right. Which exit is that?
We came in from the.
Southwest. Should
Yeah.
And
be.
Southwest.
it's yeah, should be southwest.
Okay. So you explore to the southwest. You see some dim light over there. You see the iron gate. You ring the bell, and you hear them calling from behind the wall. Ready to leave?
No, we need a pickaxe.
All right. So do you wish
Can
to
you give
leave?
us a pick? Can you borrow us a pickaxe?
I do not have a pickaxe on me.
Can you ask any of the miners if they're willing to borrow us a pickaxe for 1 silver piece when we come out?
No, I will not. If I open this door, you're coming through. I will only open it once.
Never mind then. Okay, never mind.
When we came in, we didn't see any tools that was in the entrance or nothing
I
like
have a
that, right?
shield.
You saw a couple guards, and you were escorted by a couple guards and a few miners. The miners had tools on them, but they're gone.
I have a. Shield.
Can I
Alright.
walk back or
Yep, you
in the
can make
next
your way
room?
back to the party. In the meantime, the party was listening. Together, uh, one of you or two of you were able to hear some noises in the area. They are not approaching, but they are near. Roughly 30 feet away to the northeast, you can hear some breathing. The breathing of multiple creatures. It sounds like snoring and soft coughing to the northeast. Snorting and sleeping.
Mm.
I
Are you willing to
I'll
investigate?
tell them to be quiet, and I'll go scout ahead. I'll move silently.
Okay, so Boscone is moving silently with his torchlight toward the northeast.
Mm.
Alright. How far do you want to scout ahead?
When I don't want to make any noise, so I want to go as slowly as possible, and to be as quiet as possible. But I would say I would scout ahead. Well, how far away do I think that the snoring is coming from?
You hear them from about 30 feet northeast.
30 feet.
Your
I'll
torchlight
try
has
to
10
go.
feet.
I'll go 20 feet.
Okay, so your torchlight barely touches whatever is making the noise. Is that okay?
Yep.
You cannot really see them too well then. It just kind of touches on them. You can see
And
like
how
they're like
from?
silhouettes is about it. Yeah.
Okay. So if how dark is it if I just put the if I would just rely on my sight instead of the torch?
Too dark to
Would
see.
it too dark to see? Okay.
Every creature though
All
in
right.
the game of my game needs light to see. So even these monsters will need light to see if they want to see, of course.
Oh, okay. Um, I will go another five more feet.
All right. The soft torchlight hovers onto their skin or their bodies now. You see a large group of small, grotesque men resting together on the floor. They look
How many? How many would you say?
right now with the amount of light. You see that there are plenty more up ahead, but you can clearly see a total of 5 at the moment. They'll appear to be small, grotesque humanoids with pallid, earth-colored skin.
I will slit all their throats.
You move silently toward them, and you pull your dagger free from your belt. You have a dagger.
Yes, I do.
Dagger is small and quiet. You approach the first one. The dagger goes into his throat. Go to the next one. Dagger's in his throat. Blood starts to spurt from their throat. They start to make some noises, right? So you're only one person. So the first one you cut him, he's starting to cough. The next group, or the next one next to him, is possibly can hear him, right? So I'm going to roll to see if he's surprised or not. So after the first one is stabbed, right, the other ones have the rest of them will have a 2 in 6 chance to be surprised. If they are still surprised,
How about if I stab them and while I hold their mouth, put
oh,
my hands over their
very well.
mouth.
So you push the first one silently as you can. You hold his mouth and you quickly stab through his throat, right? This humanoid monster on the floor. Blood spurts from his throat. He struggles for a moment and you make very little noise. You're very silent. You do this to the next 4 of them that you can see. Your torchlight reveals even more of them. Another three, 10 feet up or 5 feet further. So the next
Five
group,
feet
you've
further.
just killed 5, and if you move to the next group, you'll have to make another move silent check. So every time you choose to, when you move and then you stop, you have to make it a different check. So do you want to move to the next group? Move silently.
Uh, sure.
Okay. So you start to move toward them. Move silently. Or you don't you have to make a new check every time you move past your normal movement speed. So your speed to move and stab and all that is or just your exploration speed. Because move silently, just like climb sheer surfaces, is limited by your speed. So once you pass your movement, then Of course, then you will make another check. So to move silently. So like just like climb sheer surfaces, you'll climb as much surface as your character has for movement, right? So let's see.
Okay.
for this for this case, let's see. Move silently. So you can sneak past them unnoticed, right? Right. Or move up to them unnoticed. I would say every time you move up to them, you have to make a check. So there's five of them actually. So starting with the first five, I would say the first one you got for free, right? Because they're sleeping. The next one is gonna you have a 2 in 6 chance, or first is the move silently check. If that fails, there's only a 2 in 6 chance it will not wake up. So the second one, let's see if you manage them. You have a 20% chance for move silently as a level 2 thief. Let's see, or 25% chance. So it's a pretty good chance, 1 in 4 chance. So the next one, Darcy maybe hears you. There's still a chance he's still asleep actually, 2 in 6. Okay, so when you got to the second one, he hears you, right? Starts to wake up, right? Like, ah. This
I
is
will
the
stab it as soon
second
as I
bonus,
can.
right? You stab at him, he's awake, but you will get a +2 bonus to your attack roll. But he can defend himself in this situation, like raise his arm to protect himself. But because he's on the floor and cannot truly defend himself, you will get a +2 bonus so far because like if they run away they get a +2, right? The back is to you. In this case he's on the floor, you get a +2. Your second bonus I'll say is he was unaware at first, so it's a +4, and you also get you do not get that double damage because it's not exactly from behind him, right? He's just lying on the ground. So you get the partial backstab. I'll let you choose. You can take the +4 to hit, or you can take a double damage. Now,
I'll
if you
take
don't
the
instantly
plus
kill
to
him,
hit.
okay. If you miss, of course, then no chance. He will wake up and attack back. You make noise. But if you hit and still don't kill him, of course, he will probably, of course, still fight back. So you must kill him instantly. You choose the +4, so you get a +6
Yes.
total. Or
Yep.
do you want to go with? Okay, so you kind of guarantee
I,
your
I
chance
want
to
to
hit him.
hit. I want to be able to hit. Yep.
Okay, we get a 4 plus 6, 10. What's your strength?
9.
It's 10 a hit. The monster is a bit quicker than that. So as you reach toward him, he's able to just wriggle out of the way of your thrust, right? And he's like, yeah, right, and he wakes the others up. So you killed one out of the five in the first group because you had to move silently, and that's toward each one. So the first one woke up, right? It starts to grab at you and bite at you, while the other ones also start to get up and fight. Now these monsters, let's see what their weapon is. They have weapons all over the floor. They are these cruel looking weapons. They have to equip it if they want to use it though, right? So they'll have to take a moment to pick it up. Let's see. It's either 1d6 by weapon or just 1d6. Let's see, one weapon. Right. So, alright. They had to do a weapon attack. They had to have something to wield. They're wielding on the floor around them. There's mostly like spears. There's a spear or a hand axe, pretty much. So
Okay. Now that I see that this guy that they're awake, I'm going to do a very quick, hasty retreat.
for your next action, okay. So full retreat. As you're full retreating, the one that you woke up, he picks up his spear, and you're disappearing from his sight. But you're holding a torch still. Do you want to drop it? He can see you with your torch. Or
Will
do you
I
want to
be able
drop
to
it?
see without it?
You won't be able to see uh, new areas, but you can see your party to the southwest with their torch. You see,
Okay, then I will drop it.
you drop it here with them, so then your party can see them from a distance, right? So you drop the torch near them, and you run to the southwest, and they all start to get up and pick up their weapons, right? Uh, the party, right, sees Bosconi retreating, right? He's running back to you guys in
Mm.
a rush, right? He has his dagger in his hand. Um, he's back to your party, and you see he's being pursued. In torchlight to the
I'm
northeast,
coming.
you're able to observe a lot of monsters in a tunnel making their way out.
Mm.
There's a
Question.
torchlight allowing you to see their position. So, yes, what's your
Um,
question before
can I
I?
say while he was doing that, I would have swapped my holy symbol out for my swing?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
basically,
So
what
can
I'm going to ask next is your action,
Mhm.
right? So, on his way out of the tunnel toward your party, Ward, you are waiting in the darkness toward the south for him. Or
Mhm.
you have a torchlight with Luigi, right? So, what's your action? You want to sling stones
Can
or
I?
something else?
Was I able to swing at them before they get here?
What?
Because I was saying, was I able
This is
to?
not.
Because
This
he,
is that right now. This is happening right now.
yeah, I'll swing at them.
Okay. And then Bus- Busconi, as you're running back to your party, are you trying to just like get past them or trying to leave toward the exit or join
Uh,
them?
I am trying to get behind my compatriots.
Okay, so you're trying to pass them and get behind them, right? And then
Yes.
Luigi, as he's on the way, right, and you see the monsters in the tunnel getting up. What is your action? Do it to open fire or something else?
Yes, I wanna shoot my sling.
Okay, so two shooters and one standby, right? It's just a retainer behind you guys as Bosconi is making his way toward you. You have to shoot past him, right? Because he's coming from their position. And because he's in the way, if you miss, you might hit him, right? Because he's running toward you and behind him are the monsters. Is that okay? Are you willing to take that risk? He is in your line of fire.
Well,
Um,
So if you miss, you'll hit him on his way toward you.
um,
did you
Or
not
you
I'm
like?
will
not
hit him.
shooting then.
You're running straight at us, Bosconi?
Yes, he's running
Well,
toward you guys.
I'm running
Or did
towards
you
you
want to
guys.
run in a
Yeah.
different direction, Mosconi? Well, you don't have time
Yeah.
to decide. Ward, like, if you ask him that question, the monsters do not wait for you guys to figure out which way
Yeah.
he's running, right?
Okay,
So
I'm
next time we
sorry.
have to make
Well,
a better
I'm
decision.
not shooting.
Yeah, you hold. I'll let you
oh,
choose to hold fire though. So you interrupt.
yeah.
You're about to shoot, but you realize he's in the way, and you hold fire. Lascona joins your lines, but by the time he joins your lines, the monsters are like right behind him. Right, they're like 10 feet away, and instead
Mm,
of getting two shots off, you can only get one more shot off. But if you get this shot off, the enemy will engage in melee, and then you'll take a round to switch to weapons to melee. So before the monsters can close in, this is your last chance. You can get either a shot off, or you can switch to your melee weapons now, or you can run. What's your choice? Or something else, of course.
Switch to melee, and I get behind Ward.
Okay. So
mm.
switch into melee. Or do you want to switch to melee too,
Can,
or do you want to get the shot off or something
I
else?
have a. Remember, my shield is strapped to my forearm,
Okay.
and I have my sling in my left and my mace in my right. So,
Well, your sling is in your right at the moment because you have to shoot with it. Your mace is in
or
your left hand, in your offhand. So you're switching
my left.
weapons?
Am I able to strike with my left hand?
You could, but it's at a penalty. -1.
But what's -1 to hit or
Yeah.
damage?
-1 to hit.
Okay. I'll sling. I'll still sling.
Okay. You keep slinging. You go for another slinging attack. Another
Mm,
missile. They will be closing the distance then as you're slinging. So you get one
yeah.
shot off, but then by the time they close the distance, they'll be able to hit you while you're switching weapons. That's it. That's what the
Or I
main
already have
difference
my
is.
mace in my other hand.
Yeah. Okay. So they close the distance, right? Or they're closing, but before they can, you open fire. Let's see if you hit one. Let's see. Sling
Hmm.
attack. 13 to hit, +1 for close range. 14, you hit one. You cause
Hmm.
him 2 damage. Let me see if it's a kill or not.
Uh, isn't it close range
Yes.
or close
I
range
said
to
you
hit,
hit.
not damage? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No dex bonus. So.
All right. He's wounded.
Mm,
Let's see. All right. So the first of the first 5 that approach, you wound one of them. Or there's 4 because he Bosconi got one free kill earlier, right? So there's only 4 approaching. You shot one of them. You wounded him for a total of 2 damage. Okay. And then they close at distance. Going into the next round, we start with melee. So as they ran toward you guys were toward the south wall. So your back's against the south wall. You can either move east or west from here. Those are in the back line. Those are in melee combat at this point. You cannot move unless you do a melee move, which is either full retreat or fighting withdrawal, right? So the one in melee at this point, with the first four closing that distance, there's another three of them approaching this round. But the first four to close the distance, three of them gather around Ward. One of them approaches Luigi, right? So they pass Ward, they easily get to Luigi, and Bosconi is still behind Ward and Luigi, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so the melee starts, and fighters go first. They have first strike. The one, the single monster that approaches Luigi, you got a first strike on him. Okay, let's see. What's your weapon?
Yep. Spear.
Spear. Okay, so this round, because you have a spear, melee starts with the monster from a distance, right? So even this round, he cannot even attack you. He has to move past your spear and then attack you. Okay, so
Okay.
even if you miss twice, the monster still can't hit you for this round. He has to move again toward you because you engage melee with him
Okay.
from a distance. Let's see. But that comes at a cost, right? If you can't kill him from a distance, he will close in, and then you will lose initiative. Let's see. So, the spear is too long sometimes. Alright, the monster, your first attack is a 12. What's your bonus?
+2.
Plus 2 to hit. Alright, 14 to hit is a hit. You use the spear in one or two hands. You have the torch, right? So
Two
you have to
hands.
use it in one hand.
Oh,
You
no,
will drop
yeah,
your
I have
torch.
touch. One hand.
Okay,
One hand. Yeah.
here we go. Plus 2 damage from your strength. 4 damage. Okay, this one was a fresh one. Let's see if he's dead or not. He's dead. Alright, immediately he's dead.
What's it?
Okay.
Nice.
And then, of course, the normal melee round. It consists of, or is between Ward and Luigi and the monsters. So, again, Luigi, you can attack the ones that are fighting Ward because you have reach with your spear, right? And then Ward,
Yeah.
uh, you're in melee combat now. You switch, or you just offhand swing, or do you want to
Um,
switch your? You want to
do
just throw your?
since I have, sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. Since I haven't moved, can I just drop my sling and just put my other hand on my mace?
Yep. So after
Yeah.
shooting your sling last round, you quickly dropped it. As they close the
Yeah.
distance, you just throw your mace over to your right hand.
Yeah.
Um,
So it would be no penalty, and it would be +1 because two hands.
yeah, but you will lose initiative though. You will still get to attack, but
Oh.
you lose initiative because they're not waiting for you
Oh.
to swap hands, right? They're just swinging or stabbing at you
Okay.
immediately.
Well, then I'll two-hand it, but I won't swap hands.
All right. So you take it in two hands. You raise it
Mm,
against them to swing, and the monsters are here ready to attack you. They have their
mm,
spears, so they start thrusting at you from a distance. You have to move up to them if you want to attack them during your move. But the spear ones, they get the, let's see. Yeah, this first group they just got a. Most of them just have a spear. Yeah. So either spear or hand axe. If they're close, they have a hand axe. If they're not, they have a spear. These all have a spear, so they all start stabbing at you from a distance. So there's a total of two of them that are, or three of them on your position, right? There's one that's wounded. You shot him earlier. So there's three
mm,
spearmen attacking you right now. Okay. So and you have to take one round to move toward them. This round is the one you're moving toward them with your mace in two hands. So
mm,
as you're stepping toward them with your mace, they are stabbing at you.
mm,
Let's see. Here they come. First attack, 14, miss. Second attack, 13, miss. Third attack, net 1, miss. So 3 misses as you charge their position, right, with your
mm,
mace. And while they're thrusting their mace, I mean while they're thrusting their spear and you're stepping forward, there's more missile. We go into missile combat. Or no,
I
Shoot.
wanted,
yeah.
I, I
Shooting.
wanted to,
Oh
I
yeah, go
wanted
ahead.
to melee.
Do you have a spear?
No, I have a dagger.
Okay. Did you want to move up beside Ward to fight these guys, or did you want to move up to?
Yeah, I wanted to see if I could surprise one of them that's fighting Ward since they're distracted fighting him.
Okay, so we'll say
So I
that
wanted to
last
sneak
round,
attack.
when they were moving toward a party and Ward got a shot off and you were behind Ward and Luigi, you moved into the shadows, right, to the west flank, and waited for the monsters to engage. So then you would move, you kind of like circle around and flank them, right? So do a move silently to see if they are unaware of your position. But there is still some torchlight, so that can reveal your position. Alright, you did a move silently, you do attack from the flank. You get one of two benefits. They know you're there, but you attack from the flank or behind them. So as they crash into Luigi, you like ran around and moved on their flank, right? As they were busy stabbing at him. So you get a partial
Yeah.
backstab. They know one of them sees you, knows you're there, but you're coming from behind. So actually he cannot be aware of you because you're behind him. He knows you're there, but he cannot defend himself against you because he's busy stabbing at the ward, right? So I'll say it's a full backstab
Is it possible to
with
attack
the
the
face.
one
You have to
that's
be aware
injured?
of you. What was that?
Is it possible to attack the one that's injured?
Yeah. You backstab this one. You get a +4 and double damage this round for your melee. Because you moved last round, we'll say, behind him in the darkness, and then you came up and stabbed him very quickly. All right. 11 plus 4 plus what's your dexterity or strength bonus? 0, right?
Right. Oh,
15
zero.
hits. Damage with your dagger is 2d4. You stab him for a total of 4 damage. He's dead. That was just exactly enough. He had 4 hit
All
points.
right.
The big one
Nice.
is dead.
And
There's
you
two
said I
left.
have
Yeah,
another attack,
your second
right?
attack, Luigi. Alright, so keep in mind, Boscone, you are behind the monsters, right? You're about to get sandwiched, though, unfortunately, by the next 3. So you'll be between two different. So it's your party, then the monsters, then you, then the monsters. If that makes sense. So
Okay.
hopefully your party can move up and support you in the moment after they clear the first group. But here's Luigi's second attack for the round, second melee. 8, okay, plus 2 from strength. Okay, so 10
Yep.
miss. Alright, so Luigi missed his second attack. There's only 2 left of the first group, and there's 3 that move this round for the movement phase. No missiles. Um, but movement phase, we see another 3 approaching, and then let's see. Uh, next we can even hear some monsters. This next 3 actually. Yeah, they came in with a different, or no, they came with some more spears pretty much. So let's see. But there's gonna be more very soon. You can hear down the passage. So we're going back to
Let's say
the
you tactical retreat.
next round. So uh, everyone will state their action again. So starting with Ward toward the southwest flank. Behind you is the retainer. You're up against 2 monsters. One is turning around to face Bosconi.
Mm.
Do you want to continue melee or something else?
I'll continue. The one that's mailing, the one that's turned around, the Boscone.
Alright,
Oh,
you go for that one.
mm,
The one that's about to kill Bosconi or try to.
yeah,
And then the other one, you're just gonna let him hit you or try to hit you.
yeah.
Um, as you're doing that, Luigi, do you want to help? I'll say you can either help Bosconi or Ward. Bosconi's gonna have
Can
speed
I
on him to
reach
the
the?
northeast.
Wait. There are 3 already on Bosconi, right?
There's gonna be 4 total soon, right? Because there's the 3 that just came here last round, and there's the one turning around to face him because Bosconi was stabbing from behind, so he's like trying to stop Bosconi from stabbing him in the back, right? So, so do you want to take the
If I
melee?
move,
Yeah.
if I move a little bit forward, do I still have my 2 attacks?
Yeah, of course. Your movement would have happened last round, and you would still have 2 attacks.
Okay, so I'll move.
Unless you haven't moved last round, so let's see.
I'll
I'll get
move
some
on
markers
the
over here.
same line as the other monsters are. Like you said, it's me and Word. Then there's 2 goblin. Then there's 2. I'll move to the same line as them so I can reach the ones that come close.
Alright, let me get the combat grid out so I can better explain the situation, or better display the
Mm.
situation for easier understanding.
Your camera's focusing. Oh, okay, never mind.
Alright, here's a combat grid. Okay, so imagine we have the southwestern position is the main position for your party. Bottom of the screen will be south. So This is pretty much right here. This is um, Ward's position to the southwest. Okay, and let's see, to the northeast of him, or and of course behind him, right now is was at the moment is Luigi, right beside him, behind him with the spear, and then past him is a monster's position. This is the first group of monsters, which consists of about two monsters left. So first group of monsters. Past them is Bosconi, and then behind Bosconi is the second group of monsters. Okay, so that's how it kind of looks.
Yeah, and there's more. We hear more coming,
And you
right?
hear more coming from the northeast, indeed. Or at this point, you hear some coming from the northeast, and you hear another group coming from the north, and you hear another group coming from the east.
We had to do a tactical retreat.
Let's see. Some coming
Uh,
from here. So the first horde,
I'll
right,
move.
must be cleared to further explore the area. All right, so here they
I'll
come. Right.
I'll try to stab the one that's coming for
So what you could do
Brasconi.
is you could have moved up and stabbed at these guys, right? So you would have moved like this and
Oh, okay,
up.
okay. I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. So last round you did them after your first two stabs. Last round you were like stepping forward toward the monsters and you started thrusting past Bosconi toward the monsters coming from behind them, right? They're running. Bosconi's focused on backstabbing these guys, and you start to focus on taking the ones that are trying to attack Bosconi. So you ran. We'll say you ran toward Bosconi, right? And you defend them, okay, with your spear as best you can. So you basically are joining Bosconi's party because you were not in melee, or no monster was engaging you in melee anymore, right? Because you were from a distance. So you easily kind of ran around in the darkness, joined Bosconi's flank, and start spearing head on against the next group of monsters. So we got you defending the northeast flank while Bosconi tries to backstab. As this is happening, Bosconi, do you want to continue backstabbing these monsters? Do you want to backstab or do you want to stab the one turning around to fight you?
Um, I'll continue to backstab.
Okay, that's your best chance, and then you have to hope that that ward will kill the one turning around, right?
Yeah.
All right, all
Yeah.
tactical teamwork right here. All right, so we'll start with fighters first. You know, we saw him run this way. Another group of three charged him. He got his first attack on them. Here's his first strike as a fighter. Best at fighting, naturally, right? 12 plus 2, 14 hits. Damage is 1d6 plus 2. Our strong and our brave Luigi ran up there with his torch and spear ready to spear these guys. He sees them. He thrusts quickly. He caused 7 points of damage to one. Instant damage to them.
Wow.
Alright, so he kills one
What's
instantly. Goes right through him. And the next two are charging toward him, and he tries to kill them again. Let's see. But we go into normal melee. So normal melee will start to the southwest flank. There's Ward against one turning around to face off against Bosconi. We'll see if Ward kills him or not. Or actually, we got to do an initiative. Party versus monsters. Who's got the initiative? So party is blue, monsters red. Monsters go first. Okay. So between Ward and Bosconi, the one who turned around last round to fight Bosconi turned around to spear. Is thrusting at Bosconi, but Bosconi has close weapon, right? So spear loses initiative actually. So we'll do all close weapon first, and then we'll do
Yeah.
normal initiative. Close weapon versus a spear is an automatic win initiative. Alright, so backstabbing, let's see, in close melee. So the dagger goes against the one turning around. This is Bosconi's plus 4 to hit, double damage. 2 plus 4, 6, missed. And then,
Damn.
that monster, yeah, you have a lot of
Moscone
bonuses, but
sucks.
damn, the dice are not on your side this evening. So the monster turned around, tried to kill Bosconi with a spear.
Or well, do I get to
He
hit the
scores a
one trying to get?
natural one, and then um, the monsters go first. Remember, you have a normal
Oh, yeah.
sized weapon, right? Yeah. So it's
Yeah, me.
close melee. Small weapons always go
Oh, okay.
um,
I had
before
enough
any
miss
other.
with small.
Yours is normal, so yours will go in normal initiative, which is you guys lose. We'll go after. Uh,
All right.
we'll check it now here. So the monster is spearing at you, and you versus it. It has initiative with a spear. 13. Okay, so um, this pretty much means the monster is scoring a miss against you. What's your armor class again? -1
Me?
or yeah,
-2.
-2. All right. And then you try to hit him. Let's see if you hit. What's your bonus?
Um, plus,
+1
uh,
or
yeah, +1.
all right, you miss. And we gotta finish up the northeast flank over here. So you can see 3 charged them. He got 1 attack so far, killed 1. So there's only 2 left. He stabs at them again, but the initiative is lost, right? But he has the spear, so initiative is 1. They have spear too though actually. So it's equal distance, so they have it actually.
How many of them have spears?
This group has spears. This group has spears. This next group, we're not sure of what weapon they have. This group, we're not sure either. But these monsters prefer spears. It's a good reason, right?
Fuck.
Most monsters will. All right. So, spears are cheap, easy to make, and they're very good. Let's see. So then, this group here, 2 of them attack you. Let's see if any of them hit. 14. What's your armor class? You have a 7
Eight.
armor class. You have gambeson and shield, right?
Oh yeah, 7.
Okay, 7. Oh no, shield's not out. Sorry. You just torch and spear.
Can't I have it on my shoulder?
They're not attacking your
I'm
shoulder,
facing
right?
them.
Yeah, your shield will protect your left flank then.
Ah, okay. Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Okay. So they're attacking your front and they're not aiming for your shield. So let's see. Alright, so then 1 hits you so far. Okay, only 1 of the 2 hit you. It deals you 3 damage. Let's see if there's a penalty. There's a -1, I think. Oh no, it's just 3 damage. Okay, so you take 3 damage. You're down to how many hit points do you have
3
total?
HP. 6.
6. You have 3 of 6 now. The average man would not survive this, but you're a fighter. Okay. Our fighter takes a heavy blow, and then go into. That's all the melee, I think. The retainer
No,
is.
my I have one
Oh,
more.
here's yours. Here's yours. You have 1 more. Second attack. Natural 1. Alright, missed. So, we do not have the numbers to take these monsters on. Right, there's too many. Um, a tactical
I
retreat might be in order
I
soon.
would do a tactical. I would tell the guys I'm leaving.
Right,
I tell
more
them
than.
and I do a tactical retreat.
So, this next round, starting with Ward, what is your action? Do you want to start to fall back? Do you want to stand your ground? They cannot touch you, you can
Um,
touch them, but your men are touchable, right? And they're about to get smashed.
yeah, can I
You can hold a
attack and
line if you
attack?
want, so your men can retreat, or you can fall back
Yeah,
too.
I'll hold the line
Okay, you hold the line,
and attack. The
and you
one's
keep
about to get
attacking. And Bosconi, uh, there's there's still 1 trying to kill you, right? So you're in melee.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll try to.
And last round these guys came in from the flank, so these guys are here now, and there's these guys here now, and there's these guys here. So
Jeez.
this group here combines with the first group here, or that group right there. So instead, there's now in this group there was originally only 2 left, right? But now there's an additional. We killed 1, so there was 3 total. Now there's an additional 5 plus an additional 7. So a total from this flank, this whole area here is covered in them. There's a total of about 15 of these things around you,
Oh,
gathering around
geez.
you, prepared to just beat you to death. From this flank, the on the eastern flank is another flank, right? This group here has approached Bosconi. There's only 3 there, and you're seeing 1 last group approach. This last group is approaching from uh, the northeast again. 1 last group approaches. This will be the end of the horde, most likely. So, let's see if we are lucky. Um, but a whole horde is upon us.
Mm.
So we have disturbed them. They have charged.
You
But
can.
if we can kill them all, you can take their hoard of treasure, or find it.
You can have it. For sure.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen.
So.
I tactical retreat behind the ward.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you have a question in the midst of combat, it could cost you a
Sorry.
round. So be
Oh,
wary.
my bad. I'm bad.
If it's a long
Never mind.
question or a question
Never mind.
concerning the situation, right? Because you care to want to stop and examine the battlefield. So
No, not like that.
the battle space. All right. So starting with warp, we know you hold the line. You continue swinging
Mm-hmm.
your mace, or yeah, your mace in two hands, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
as you're doing that, Bosconi, you want to do a full retreat.
Yes.
It will guarantee escape, but monsters that are in melee with you have a +2 bonus. Your other choice is to do a fighting withdrawal. They don't have a bonus to hit you. You carefully can back off to the west, but then they still have a chance to hit you. And if they choose to pursue you, they can, right? They will keep on
Full
meleeing you.
retreat. Full retreat.
Full retreat will guarantee you can escape, but of course you have to survive a bombardment of attacks.
Yeah.
But of course, only a few of them can attack you at once, or even if there's a lot of them, there's only so much space for them to reach you, right? So let's see. We know that three of them from the east flank will get a chance to stab at you,
Oh my god,
and
I'm
we know that
dead.
one of them from the south flank will get a chance to stab at you. So
If
four,
I
you will
die,
take four
take
attacks.
my dagger.
All right, Mosconi is brave, but he's making a good move at this point. He probably should have tried to retreat earlier, but he took the risk. He knew the risk. He took it, right? And then of course we have to the northeast is Luigi. Do you want to hold the line and keep fighting, or what's your next move? You're about to be
I'm
overrun. You
battling.
got 15 of them around you, but only about maybe 9 of them at the moment can actually touch you. Actually, they have spears, so even the back line can just kind of keep thrusting. So they all run up you with spears and just start staking you, right?
If I start running now, do they still
They still have a chance.
only
If you're
only
turning
two
around,
of
they're already
them have
stabbing at
chance
you.
to hit me, right?
Um, if you're running last, if you did a fighting withdrawal last round, right, or attacking, backing up. But if you backed up into like Bosconi. So
Ah
last round,
shit.
did you want to do a fighting withdrawal? You know, swing your weapon and just carefully fall back. But then you had Bosconi in the way, so they will surround you and Bosconi if you do a fighting withdrawal. Versus if you do a full retreat, you can do a full retreat. You have to fall back first. So there's no space to retreat because Bosconi is behind you. So unless Bosconi leaves the area, which he's about to do, he's full retreating to the. He's probably gonna go to the east first and then south, right? But until he gets able to back off, you cannot fall back. So he has to push back before you can. So this round you can either uh you can like I'll say move to a different flank of the enemy as you're attacking, so you can back up next round, or um, you can just hold the line or something, or you can maybe talk to the monsters. You're running out of options here. You're being overrun. Every round you're
I'm gonna talk to them. What I have +1 to intelligence, so I should know their language.
okay. You choose to know their language. What do you say this round? You have 10 seconds.
Uh,
Surrender.
no. Uh,
Hey, Parlor.
we surrender. No, no, no. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Do
Do you want
not
to
fight.
attack
Let's
while you
talk.
say that, or do you want to just raise your weapons in the air and say it? Do you want to defend? How do you do it?
I'll raise my weapon. I'll raise my weapon.
Okay, you withdraw. You raise your weapons in the air. You say, "Hey, let's talk. Let's talk." Right? Um, as they are surrounding you and starting to poke at you. So last, you're saying that throughout this round. So this round they all ran up to you with their spears, and you're like saying, you're raising your weapon in the air. You're trying to get them to stop attacking you. Um, there are way more of them than there are of you. All right, so we know your action. Okay, so we're gonna start with melee. So to the south flank, we see someone still swinging. Right, it's this is
Mm.
Ward. Um, let's see how this goes. We'll do initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the monster has it. The monster with you has one attack against you.
Mm-hmm.
13 to hit is a
Miss.
miss. You swing with your mace. Nat 20.
+1.
plus 1.
Whew.
4 damage total.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see if it's a kill or not.
Awesome.
And that is not a kill.
Oh.
Alright, so it was a big one. You hit him pretty hard. He's not dead yet. Oh, wait, you have a. What's your strength?
+1.
And you have your mace in two hands, right?
Yeah.
So you deal a total of an extra point of damage. Alright, so he's pretty weak, but not dead yet. After that hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, of course, Moscone did a forward trait. He must survive 4 attacks to back off completely and fall back to, run around, like back off, and then sprint off away toward the exit as they try to hit him, move and hit. So let's see if they miss him or not. Um, the melee. So, Moscone, you're doing forward trait. Let's see how this goes. Okay. 12. What's your armor class?
Is the I just have Gambison on.
That's it? No helmet? No shield?
Nope.
What's your deck?
So, what's your dexterity?
9.
You have armor class 8. So that's 1 hit so far. 2 hits. 1 miss. 3 hits. 3 hits, 1 miss. First one deals you 6 damage. How many hit points do you have?
I'm down. At 6 hit points. That's it.
You had 6 total? You had 6 max, Bosconi?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to use your roll? Or do you want to take it? You have that old school adventure roll, which is a reroll. We could reroll the damage.
Um. How
But
many?
you're probably going to die here at this point, based on the decisions we've made. So I don't know if you want
Yeah.
to waste it here or not.
I'm not gonna waste it now.
Accept the fate of Bosconi. So one brings you down to your knees. He stabs you in the this one stabbed you right through the leg, really hard. Blood spurts from your leg, your thigh, lots of blood. And then a second one hits you. Well, here's your saving throw first versus the first one to stay at 1 hit point. So you survived the first one. Blood is spurting from your leg, right? Another one, of course, hit you and dealt a total of 5 damage to you, dropping to 0 again. But you're already wounded. So this next spear just goes into where he chose to aim. This next spear goes right through your ribs. Next one is going right through your chest. There's 3 spears in Bosconi. He's on his knees, coughing blood. Our poor footpad has died.
Take the dagger. Take the
Oh.
dagger.
Take the dagger. All right. As he falls dead to the northeast, you try to parlay. As you're speaking, they are attacking. You must survive 9 attacks to get your message across.
I'm dead. See ya.
Before you can even finish your surrender, as you raise your weapons, from the west flank, 3 spears come toward you. I think 1 or 2 hit you, and of course, the damage is 6 and 4. You would get a saving throw, but I don't think it matters at this point. Yeah, it would be instant death.
Yep.
So, 9 spearmen around you, these grotesque men, and pallid skin and red beady eyes, demons, right? They run with you, toward you with their spears. They thrust their spears to you from every direction. And a spear goes to your leg, spear goes to your shoulder, spear goes into your ribs from the west flank. From the north, a spear goes through your face, like through your cheek into the back of your head. A spear goes through your
Oh my
chest, a spear
god.
goes through your groin. From the east flank, a spear goes through your knee, a spear goes through your forearm into your chest, a spear goes through your collarbone into the back of your neck. So they all
Yeah, I'm completely
stay. They pull their spears
completely
free
dead.
from your body. They all start to gather around the last. The retainer is charging toward the exit. Right,
Oh.
he's running away. But we have one man holding the line, and he's quickly overwhelmed. Right. They all are. The rest of them that did not attack moved. Right, and they would surround them completely. So
So
you have to face off a horde of these monsters. Are you ready? It's Doom style.
I'm ready again.
All right.
So
No retreat in your heavy
Oh
armor.
man, I'm so sorry, bro.
Let's see how
nope
many
to
you can
the
kill
end.
before you die at least. Right.
What'd you say?
Let's see how big of a pile you can make before you die.
Yep, exactly. Ekin, here's the thing. I still have Salvio's spellbook, and I could burn the sleep scroll, right?
No, it's not a scroll. It's a spell.
Oh, it's not
Spells
a
are different than
scroll.
scrolls.
Page.
And you also
Oh,
have to be
I
able to
can't just.
read that. You clerics cannot read arcane magic.
Oh, okay, I can't read. Okay, okay, well, never mind.
Alright, so
Alright, power bodies.
as they surround you, this first round, you're on your own, surrounded. Let's see
Mm-hmm.
initiative. You swing at the rate of one man as they stab at you at the rate of, let's see, you have four different flanks. These monsters have spears, and that means they can attack from back lines. So I'm pretty sure all of them have
Well,
the
my back's
movement
to the
to hit
wall,
you.
right?
Nope, your back is to the south wall. That's good. So you eliminate one flank at
Yeah.
least. So a maximum of a total, I would say, three on the front lines for each normal flank, and then two from the back lines. So
Mm-hmm.
3 times 3 is 9, and then 2 times 6 is 6. Or I mean, 2 times 3 is 6. I mean, so a maximum of only 15 spears can touch you at once, and there's a total of, let's see, 12, 15, 18, 21. There's 21 of them, and only 15 spears can touch you at a time. So that limits, some of your flanks. If you were in a tunnel, of course, if you tunnel them, you would only have one flank on you, right? But you're in an open space. Open space
Mm-hmm.
is good for large groups, but not good for small groups, right? So, if we had a larger party, this would be a good place to fight. But with a small party, you want to tunnel them.
Yeah.
Of course, we cannot tunnel them at the moment, though. Um, Actually, I would give the option to tunnel them, because as you were holding the line last turn, you could have done a fighting withdrawal
Yeah.
since there were no monsters on you, or there's
Yep.
like only one monster on you.
So how many
So
is a flank? Like one or two?
yeah, five total can attack from each flank. So if you uh, tunnel them, then only five can attack you at once, because only one flank will be
Okay.
exposed,
Yeah.
which is your northeast flank. So
Yeah.
is that okay with you?
But the power of Jesus Christ.
All right. Um, as long as you can keep them at bay. So uh, you carefully back up all the way toward the gate, pretty much. Then, right? And your retainer is behind you, and you kind of just cover him with your body. You're up against the
Mm-hmm.
gate. You like carefully withdrew all the way to the gate. Well, actually, the gate is let's see how far away it was from your position, because
Mm-hmm.
you had to spend a few rounds, because your combat move is I believe half the movement speed, so 5 feet only, and the gate was roughly 15 feet from you. So it would take you 3 rounds to get to the gate. So in the first round,
3 rounds
uh,
of tactical retreat. Or
you have to do a few rounds of fighting withdrawals.
how much
So
could I do if I did a full?
um, because imagine here, let me draw it out for you real quick.
Yeah.
You're in a Give me my map. I'll be right back.
I
Alright.
got this.
Okay. So I got the map here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You're in a cavernous 20-foot chamber on the south wall, right? There were three other exits, which I won't really draw because we're not there. But our exit was toward the south, okay? So,
Mm-hmm.
southwest, I mean. So, this was the exit here. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's the iron gate right there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so your character, he was on the south wall like this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And his friends were facing toward the northeast in this direction. You were starting to fall back in this direction, right? So you started
Mm-hmm.
here, and you were able to move 5 feet back. Each square represents 10 feet. So you're from here, uh, from that last round when you were fighting that one monster, you were able to fall back to this position, okay? This
Mm-hmm.
round, of course, you still have that one monster who is joined by many more, but the monsters are able to move into your flanks. They're able to move here, they're able to move here. So if you turn and clear these guys, you can start to slowly make your way toward the gate. If you focus on these
Oh,
guys, it won't do much, but they'll just keep respawning, right, or like filling up. So
yeah.
your best choice is to clear the path toward the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
So it's,
unfortunately, some of them pursued your poor retainer to the gate.
mm,
Actually, they would be, there'll only be, again, right, only 15 of them can attack you at once, so the next 7 or the next 6 who weren't able to do much ran after the retainer to just finish them off at
mm,
the gate. So this round, as you were slowly backing off, you quickly turn to the west and swing your mace at the one monster, or the one of the many monsters that appear there. In each flank, only 5 of them max can reach you with their spears. So you're up against 15 attacks as you swing on the one to the west of you. Okay, we can guarantee, I'm pretty sure your retainer has no chance. When 6 of them attack him, he's gonna be dead. So we can check if you want, but
mm.
it's unlikely. He's like shaking the gate, like, "Let me through, let me through!" Right, and then
Let
you all
me
go to him
in.
and just
Let me
pull him
in.
to the ground and rip him apart. Right. Let's see.
Oh yes.
Um, so it's pretty gruesome to your retainer, right? The monsters gather around him. They they would run their spears through his legs, through his arms, through his back, pinning him to the gate. They would bring him to the ground, start to just beat him in with their feet and curb stomp him or smash him apart, right? Pull his face apart, his arms apart from his body, rip him to shreds, right? We're in the monster's domain. We woke them from their sleep. We stabbed one in their sleep, and they came back with a great vengeance. And then, of course, and they were not showing any mercy on our party of 4 or whatever. So let's see.
Mm,
You, on the other hand, you're gonna get 1 attack off potentially. Okay,
mm,
after initiative. Let's do initiative real quick. Party
yep.
versus them. You have a 6. They have a 6. It's simultaneous. So as you're swinging
Mm,
your mace, they're all stabbing into you with their spears.
mm.
So we'll see
Yeah,
your
and
mace attack first.
mm,
Okay, here
as
we
he's
go.
swinging,
Yeah,
he'll say, "Can you say something?"
yeah.
Like as he's
What do you say?
just like a war cry,
Oh, you
you
yell out,
know. Yeah.
"Ah!" Right.
Or
So,
like yeah, pretty much.
all right. Here's your first. As you're swinging, the monster you're swinging on is stabbing into you. So even if you kill him, he gets an attack against you because initiative is
Mm-hmm.
simultaneous. All right. You
Let's
score
see
an
how
11
many times
plus.
like
What's your strength
2
bonus?
plus 2.
You have a +2 from your
No,
strength.
two-handed plus no two-handed plus 1.
Okay. Yeah, because the two-handed only adds to your damage. Let's see.
Oh,
So it does not add to hit. So what's your strength?
uh, 15.
15. Okay, +1 to hit. So 12. 12 is a hit. Okay, you
Ooh.
land a hit on them at least, and then here comes the damage. 2 plus
This
2
one's already
full
hurt,
damage.
right?
This is a fresh one to the west. Let's see.
Oh,
You have not encountered any to the west yet. So fresh one to the west.
okay.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep.
It's all good. Welcome back.
That's quite all right.
Yep.
Alright, he's
We're
dead.
just not.
Oh, this is so
Well,
cool.
before he dies, he had a chance to kill you, of course. All of them did.
Yeah.
15 attacks
Or well,
coming
he
your
can't
way.
kill me in one hit.
Alright, he has a chance to hit you. Okay,
Yeah.
so here's the first 5 attacks from the western flank.
Yep.
19.
Hopefully this plate can.
You have a
Uh,
-2 armor class.
-2 armor class.
Okay, so they all have +0 to hit with their spears, and then of course you have a um. But then of course your shield. Are you adding your shield to this bonus? Because your shield does not protect you at all.
Um, from what? Well, no, my shield. It's on my. It protects me from. What flank does my shield protect?
Your left arm, so that's your south flank. There's no monster to your south flank.
South flank.
Yeah, it's a wall there.
Mm. There's a wall there. So okay, then my AC is 0.
Okay, so you're hit this round against this guy.
Yeah. So
Um,
19 to hit pretty much is with AC 0.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, and
That's
then
what's one hit.
that's one of that's 2 attacks rolled already out of the 15,
Mm-hmm.
and 1 hits. We're gonna roll see how many of them hit first before we roll damage. So
Mm-hmm.
attack number 2 or 3 miss. Number 4 missed. Number 5 missed. Number 6 missed. Number 7 hits. There's 2 hits on you now. Number
Mm-hmm.
8 missed. Number 9 missed. Number 10 missed. Number 11 missed. Number 12 missed. Number 13 missed. Number 14 missed. Number 15 missed. Only 2 spears got through the gaps in your armor this round.
Oh man, I hope
That
they
is not
don't
good.
touch you at all, man.
Here's the
Yeah.
damage. You take a total of
One, one.
6 plus 2. 8 damage total.
Oh,
How many hit points do you have total?
11.
Alright, you have 3 of 11.
Yep.
One spear went through your shoulder. Another spear went through your
Hmm.
uh,
As all these are just
went into your leg,
like, yeah, all
just
of these
cutting you,
spears are just sliding or poking into my plate, right?
going into the gap. So the shoulder part went to the gaps of your shoulder armor, probably into your
Hmm.
armpit, like the back of you. While another spear went to the back of your leg, like behind your knee, right? There's no
Hmm.
armor there because you have to be flexible.
Yeah.
So the gaps in your armor. Let's see. They stab
Hey, they're
into.
goblins. That's how goblins play.
They are fighting dirty. Yeah, they fight in numbers surround you, right? All right.
Hmm.
Let's see. You continue to fight them as best you can.
Or
Another.
well, could I try and bash my way through? Like,
Yep. You continue to try to clear that western flank.
yeah.
So you crushed one to the west. As soon as you crushed them, I would say you step forward, right? You took a
Hmm.
spot. You would
As
step
this
forward
barrage.
and you would make a little more ground toward the west, but you're not quite at the gate. So as you continue to crush monsters to the west, you can keep taking a step forward, pushing your way westward as they continue to
Yeah.
beat you from every direction. Here's another round of mass combat. It's the monsters all get a chance to hit you this time before you have a chance to raise your
Hmm.
mace. Okay, attack number 1, miss,
It was an honor.
miss, 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 miss. Alright, that's 5 attacks so far. Number 6, 7. Let's see. Number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
The dice got me. Boulder
14,
fall.
15. Alright, none of them hit you this round. And then you
Ooh.
swing your mace
Yeah.
toward the west. You land another hit,
Hmm.
+2. You crush another goblin. He's
Yeah.
dead.
He's like
You take another step
pressing his.
toward the west.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Indeed.
He's like sliding his body against the wall as all these spears are just scratching off of him.
Mm-hmm. Alright. There's still a lot to take down. We have, let's
Mhm.
see. Alright, let me get a head count. There was the beginning. There was a total of the last group of them also came through. I forgot to mention that. There was one more group.
No, a whole other group.
Yeah, from earlier, if you guys remember, the group number 6 only had one.
Mm.
So they started with a total of, let's see, 12, 15, 20, 24 total, and a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would have been killed, while one was wounded. Um, so 6 killed out of 24, that's 18. So 3 of them are unable to attack you, while the other 15 are able to hit you as long as you're against the wall. So 3 are just standing idly in the background with their
Mm.
spears, ready to replace those who die. So soon you're gonna start limiting them, right? And it won't be 15 anymore. It'll be dropping down as you continue to crush them with your mace and continue
Mm.
toward the gate. All right, you're yelling toward the gate for them to open that gate. Maybe if you get toward the gate, they can let you through.
Well,
But
the retainer should have been there by now.
he's dead. He's long dead. So remember, as mentioned, the 6 idle ones went after the retainer and crushed them.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yep,
I'm sorry.
it's all good. So he's at the gate, dead, slumped against the gate, dead. Right, beaten into the gate. Um, our guy continues to swing. Here's another round of mass combat. Round 3.
Mm.
Okay, you against the horde. You have a simultaneous with them, so it happens at the same time.
Mm.
Here we go. Here's yours.
Oh. Or
You
wait.
land a miss this time
Okay.
for this round, and here's their 15 attacks coming your way.
Yeah. How many are there in
1,
between me and the door?
2. There's still, you're not certain, but at least 5, right?
At least 5.
So
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 attacks came toward you so far, and none of them hit. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 attacks come your way, and only one hits, causing you
Oh,
5 damage. You finally
that'll
failed
do it.
3 rounds of mass combat.
Oh
There we go.
man.
That'll do it. Or well,
Alright.
save versus death, all right?
Yep, save versus death. He has a pretty
What's
good
my
saving
what's
throw.
my DC? You can wait. Can I roll?
Sure. You need to
All
score, I
right. What's
think, 11.
level 2 cleric?
Mm-hmm. What's your wisdom?
11. Plus 3
So you need to score an 8 or higher.
and 8 or higher. Whew.
How'd you do?
Let the dice guys. Yeah, yeah. So it's slash roll.
Let's place 1d20.
Yeah. Space 1d20. All right, here we go. 8 or higher.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Alright, he remains at 1 hit point. He takes 1 permanent injury here.
Mm-hmm.
This goblin lands a hit into one of your legs. Or he basically takes off a knee, right? A spear goes right through your kneecap. I'll let you choose left or right knee.
Any significant impact or
You just can't move on that leg anymore.
okay. Left.
Alright, your left knee has
You
a
know.
hole in it now. A spear went right through it. You fall
Mm-hmm.
on that knee, you're on the ground, and while you're wounded, if you don't know how it goes, right, unless you have guys to back you up while you're in the wounded state, you can pretty much be instantly killed. So it says
Mm-hmm.
our death rule, right, is unless they
Mm-hmm.
choose to, they might spare you if you speak their language, right? They can come,
Yeah, I have 13 plus 1.
want to
I
speak
can
with these
choose.
monsters? Okay. But it's a death
Mm-hmm.
or wound at 0 hit points, save versus death for a wound and 1 hit point, or death. Wounded
I
characters
have
cannot fight
cure light
and
wound.
can be killed instantly, right? Just like if you were asleep. So you're on your knee, blood spurts
Mm-hmm.
from every direction on your body, right? You have so many cuts, but mainly from that one left knee. Blood is spurting from that knee through your armor. And then
Mm-hmm.
you look up to them, you try to speak their language. What do you say?
Uh, okay. I'll. He's been um looking towards. He'll like parlay, or surrender.
You say,
As
surrender,
he'll
surrender, surrender, right?
surrender in
And then
his
what's your
goblin.
charisma?
-1.
As you're speaking halfway through your sentence, right, a spear goes through your
Yeah.
neck, a spear goes through your
Oh.
armpit, through your
Could I?
head.
Well, could I have cure light wounds as I'm?
You have to you cannot cast a spell at the same time you're saying surrender, right? You have to speak to cast.
Oh,
You have to pray to God. You can do nothing else but
okay.
cast when you cast.
Well, what's done is done. You can't go back to the past.
Yes. And we suffer another horrible death tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Mosconi, the footpad, another powerful character dies, and Ward, the adept. So you lose some, you
Didn't
win
even
some.
get to cast his first spell.
hmm You did not rely on that. You relied on melee. So,
Yep.
all right.
It was light wounds care. Not that much.
Okay. So unfortunately, that was it tonight. Another loss for the crew. I think Valo was pretty good at predicting the next TPKs. So it was random chance, but it happens at some point. You know, it's bound to happen.
Mm,
So it either does or it
yeah.
doesn't happen, right? So the crew has
If only
fallen.
we had a. That's what's killing us. The no magic users.
If you had a
Yeah.
sleep spell, boom, you clear out like
Yeah.
10 of them right there.
Would have been like half the room.
So
That's why I tried to say about his book, but yeah, he's got arcane runes. I
and the
forgot about
numbers
that.
also matter as well. We had so few to take on a horde.
Yep. We
So
also lost our magic user towards the beginning. The new players left.
yeah,
We lost Modestus left, Karn left, and then 2 new players left. So we lost 4 players.
and without their presence, that makes a huge difference, right? So
Yeah.
they can say, "Oh, I'm glad didn't show up," but if they showed up, it could have changed the whole game. And now that they didn't
Yeah.
show up, they left you guys out there on your own, and you died, of course. Paid ultimate
Yep.
price. We'll see. We'll see. All right, it's quite unfortunate, but hopefully next one we'll get our revenge. So
Yep.
Iken,
yes,
Um, does intelligence affect building?
Building? What do you mean?
Let's say I want to build a contraption. Like, let's say I want to build a trap
Oh,
in a dungeon, like from
intelligence helps
the
out with
wooden spikes or something.
three things: language, experience points, and spells. That's it.
Mm.
Oh, okay, okay,
True
It
intelligence
can.
is player skill. You just gotta know how to build a trap and where to put it.
Yeah.
okay. Sounds good.
There's
Question
player
again.
intelligence, there's character intelligence. So just
Um.
like there's player
Since,
strength and there's character strength. Player strength will be to know how to fight and when to fight, how
mhm.
what area, right? That's just tactics. So you can get more
This was
attacks
not
with
a
the hit
win. This
points.
was not a. This was not a tactics moment.
So we were pretty tactical for for a
Yeah.
certain parts of the game,
Just an
like
underestimation of
the enemy
anime.
force. Yeah, we underestimated them. Like we were winning at first, of
Yeah.
course, but we didn't. If there was only that many enemies, that was a guaranteed victory, right? We,
Yeah.
but again, we underestimated how many there were. After hearing more of them approach, you stood your ground and kept fighting.
Yep.
And of course, you never want to fight an uphill battle. We fought an uphill battle. There were definitely more of them
Yeah.
than us, right? That equals uphill.
Yep.
The only time we can fight an uphill battle is if we can tactically maneuver so that we only fight fewer of them at a time. While
Mm.
we should always have more techs against them than they have against us, right? Even a party of 6 to 8 can take on a horde that big if they move correctly, right? Have a
Yeah.
strong line of defense, like for example, like three wards, for example, just a line of wards who can't be hit,
Three
while the
wars.
others like just kind of smash and deal heavy damage from the back lines like pull arms.
Yep. If only Ward had two identical brothers also named Ward, maybe they could have held the line.
But yeah, we'll need to buy better gear moving forward as
Yeah,
well.
that's what.
So
Yeah, Ward was in full plate, and he was able to almost soak up 15 hits a round. If the
If
team,
we would all be in plate, I think we would win,
yeah,
there's
or at
also a
least have a
flaming
good
oil for
chance.
clearing out hordes, right? Like these.
yeah,
Yeah.
So you can buy that. It's cheap. Right? It costs the same price as a short sword. When you get to the higher levels and you have extra money, they don't know what to buy. Stock up on that mundane gear like flaming oil, right?
yeah,
It
flaming
might
oil.
sound simple and mundane, but it's worthwhile to have. It's only
Yeah,
1 pound too, to carry.
yeah.
So
And don't forget that armor. That armor, it does make the difference. I don't know if Boss Coney would have had armor though, so he might
yeah,
have been.
Bosconi, he's a scout. He's not. Yeah, he
Yeah.
typically
So
would
even
rather
if we
run.
were coming, he still would have been unarmored.
Another thing is the backstabbing can happen from with missile weapons. So if Bosconi wanted to, while he was in the future, if he plays another thief, right? If next plays another thief with a longbow or a crossbow or whatever, right? If you can use that from a distance and from a hidden position, or you guys can set up like a small firing position while you guys engage in melee, like a shooting tower. Your shooters can shoot from behind. So you might even have like your front line, and you can carry in
Mm-hmm.
some wood and create some platforms or something that the archer can
Mm-hmm.
shoot down from, right? And just continue to
Yeah.
Can I
bombard the enemy.
can I can I build a ladder and bring it always with me?
You can just buy one. Building it will take
Yeah.
longer and cost
He
more
can
time.
question.
But
You
it's
buy
gonna
a
be
ladder,
cheaper.
carry it, put it against the wall, have someone stand on the ladder and shoot arrows, right? Or something.
Mm.
That sounds beautiful.
Alright. Um,
Um. Since the night is still young, would you be willing to, or can I roll up a new character?
if you guys know how to do it outside of here, you can. I'm gonna head out though. I
Yeah.
have to go eat. So,
Yeah.
but thank you all
All
for
right.
playing. It was a pleasure. And
Mm.
unfortunately, it's another loss, but we shall learn from it. Um, and
Yep. That
until
was
next
the
time.
end of my first second level character.
Heck yeah.
Mm.
All right.
What are the cons for playing a halfling?
You're very small, right? 3 foot.
Yeah. Yep.
But that's
The
it.
the the cons.
It's
You have
very good.
infravision, and you get an extra
Not
attack at level 1.
yeah. You get extra attack. Our vision is not the same as in the book. Okay.
Yeah.
It's you see twice as far as long as there's light. So a
Hmm.
torch
Yeah,
provides
that's what
10
I'm.
feet for humans and 20 feet for monsters or characters with infravision.
Yeah.
So No one can see in complete darkness in our game. It's not aliens and predators or whatever.
Mhm.
Heat sensing. This way, of course, Dave can actually hide in the shadows. Because if monster can see heat, then you can't even hide from them, right? So, all right.
Mhm.
Um, so that'll be it.
But
Okay, I'll see you guys
that
in the
was
next one
quite. That was epic.
All
About
right.
as old school as it gets, you know.
for sure.
How did
That
you
was
die? Heart
that was
attack?
my bad, fellas. That was my bad.
Yeah, I was about to say you